If I told you the things I've seen on my ways, if I told you the things I've done in my days, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say. I've lived 1,000 lives, I've piloted 1,000 souls, I killed and fought and died just for a single role.
Hello, and welcome to Shadowrun. This is Shadowrun Nth Edition. I am Jason, I'm your GM, and we have some players. Who
Hey.
are you, and who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Jay. I'm playing Ashen, an elf adept.
Yep, alright, we'll come back to that.
No,
It's physical adept, that's
Adept,
important, 'cause
physical
there's
adept.
another type of adept
Adept,
as well.
yeah, physical.
I'm Sam. I play Echo, who is an elf twin, and she is an anti-capitalist trash witch. Don't worry about it. It's probably fine.
this is my favorite description ever.
Yeah.
Capitalist trash witch. Yep.
Hi, I'm Adam. You may know me from such games as every other game. I'm new and I'm not staying. Or I am staying.
You're not allowed to leave.
I'm not allowed to
In
leave.
fact,
You
There
are
is
not,
a
no.
chain
Yeah.
between my ankle and the table.
You're not supposed to mention the chain.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
That
The
was
first rule of
there's-
Chain Club is we don't talk about Chain Club.
There is nothing between my ankle and the table. No, I'm Adam.
We had that foot removed.
I'm playing a human combat medic whose name is Quinn.
We'll find out more there.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Mac. And I'm playing Gremlin, who is also an elf twin. Weird.
What?
Two elf twins in the same group?
What the what?
How
And
could that be?
her big aspiration is to be a Shadowrunner, and it seems like they're well on their way for that. So everything is just hunky-dory. I don't know why we're even playing. It's all going to be fine, right?
Yep. What
Yep.
could go wrong?
Yep.
Nothing. Could go wrong.
It's all perfect.
So we're picking up slightly. So audience, don't worry, you didn't tune in the middle of the episode. We're going to be a little bit in media res here, just jumping right into the action. If you've ever played like Fiasco or something like that, we're just going to get in there and then figure out what you did previously to prepare for whatever comes up. Instead of the like standard Shadowrun of like 4 hours of preparation and then everyone's annoyed and tired and just kicks the doors down and goes in guns blazing. So we are, I call it Nth Edition. Maybe it's, yeah, Nth Edition is good. Because we're on our own now. We're using Shadowrun as a framework. 6th edition is I believe the technical term is a shit show. Is what the scholars are using for that.
Yeah.
5th edition is pretty playable, so we're basically using 5th edition, except I refuse to look up rules anymore. So that's what you're getting.
Yep.
Don't listen to learn how to play Shadowrun, unless you just want to play it the way we play it, which there you go.
Yeah.
Mostly we're just going to focus on telling a real fun story.
Experience Shadowrun.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Shadowrun is an experience.
And so are we.
You're not wrong.
Accurate.
Okay.
Is it possible this is the Jacinth edition?
Oh. Well, I don't believe I have enough chutzpah to name it that.
I do.
You don't.
You don't choose your street name.
Exactly.
Your street name is chosen for you.
I love it. So, the tunnel you find yourselves in is dark, wet. It's actually not as stinky as you might expect. Once upon a time, this was a drainage tunnel. and not sewage, but it's been so long since this was any sort of practical drainage. It's just musty, right? Like dead rotted leaves. You already passed by the dead ghouls that you left previously. The burnt devil rat remains, all of that stuff. There was, however, not all of it was there that you left.
Didn't cook it. Pretty good.
Well, not all the pieces are still there when you left.
Someone had a snack.
Yeah.
Yeah, sacrifice.
But in the ensuing days, you reconnoitered this tunnel, found it actually to be pretty open at this point after having cleared out the ghouls and the enormous devil rat that lived down here, who were actually probably working a little bit in tandem, not on purpose, because neither one is an intelligent creature. But you have made your way through this tunnel because you know this tunnel is going to go under Rise Corp's new building, which is right at the edge of the lake. It's on the east side of Lake Washington, right at the western edge of the Barrens, right? And it is a recovered. It is an old Costco building, but it's been completely revamped. It's not just they didn't just move into an old Costco building. It has offices inside. It has like 3 floors of offices inside. It has a basement. It has a number of things that you weren't able to see, Jay, when Ashen was there.
Right.
But you did get to see a fair amount of the building and what's going on there. They also have like a big open area for shipments to come in for supplies. They were getting a lot of like chemicals and medical supplies and all that sort of thing. And you'll recall recently there was a big announcement. The CEO of Rise Corp, whose name was in my notes, the CEO of Rise Corp allowed themselves to be shot in the shoulder on live stream, I guess. And the videos were all authenticated. They were most certainly shot for real, which has all sorts of concerning aspects to it. And the ensuing announcement was the CEO brandishing a hypo spray. Or is that more of a syringe thing because it actually has a needle on it? Plunged it into his, I don't know, it wasn't like over his heart specifically, and it wasn't into the wound. It was just like somewhere that they could reach into their body. And injected it, and we watched the wound close up in real time. So, as far as anyone can tell, there are lots of conspiracy theories that are like, oh, it's doctored, it's somebody was just healing him from off camera, with a heal spell. And, there's lots of conspiracies about it, but all, mainstream authenticator, video authentication says, it looks like this is what happens, so now we have to figure out what's next. However, as we know, nothing like this has existed in the timeline of Shadowrun. So, it would be a big deal if something like that was available.
Yeah.
I'd really like to know how they're manufacturing something like that.
It's probably evil.
Yep.
Most likely.
However,
Could be useful.
this tunnel, based on your mapping of everything, and by the way, we're walking along this part. It's not wide enough to drive your truck. We determined you had that SUV kind of vehicle.
Yeah,
right?
I got a bulldog.
Yeah. So the I wonder where that CEO name went. Oh well.
Just listened to this yesterday. You'd think I'd know.
Okay, well, whatever.
Lila Gold?
Layla Gold, I think, was your manager.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alden Varma.
Alden, thank you. Alden Varma.
He's in there somewhere.
Yeah, also was Yeah, okay. Well, that's fine. So, here we are, underground. The four of you, moving along. You move as if you have some familiarity with each other, so we know probably a couple days have passed that this relatively new face to the audience is there with you. Everyone's comfortable. This is not about looking over our shoulders like, oh, who's this guy?
But also, who's this guy?
Yeah. So let's, Adam, give us a little bit of that, like the opening credits, speed montage introduction, right? Who is this character, and how do we know them?
Oh, the credits montage. So the first image you see is this kid about the same age as all of you, who kind of comes out of, like, just sort of rolls up to Greenwood Collective. And
which is like 20-year-old, right? Like,
yeah, like
not,
20.
Not a child.
Yeah, like 20, 22. Sorry, that's a kid to me because I have an old. But yeah, like 20, 22-ish, about the same age as the rest of the group. And he kind of rolls in on an old motorcycle, and he looks like a slightly paler young male version of Jane Young, and he's.
I imagine we see them embrace in that bit of the montage, and then flip forward to him like doing some odd things around the not campus but the collective.
You see him pull out a med kit, and he's very skilled with somebody who's been shot.
Yeah, I think you probably jumped in to help Unique's character, who was injured very badly in the last fight with burns, and so she's kind of still recovering from that. Hopefully, like, I'm more than open to Unique and Candace coming back to guest star. Their schedules just went completely bonkers, so it's not like, and we never spoke of them again.
They're still here.
But just FYI.
When Quinn shows up, he looks like a Salish badass. He's got a mohawk. His hair is kind of long and in a braid. He's got a Thunderbird tattoo on either side of his.
Like the wings stretch around your head? So cool.
And he's wearing a lot of like traditional elements, but also like what were probably a year or two ago really nice sneakers for a suburban kid. And then when he talks, it's with very like UCAS polished English. But he speaks to Jane in Lashutseed, and
I believe none of you took English as a first language, right?
No.
I have English and Street Speak.
But which one's your native language?
Oh, Street Speak.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
First
no.
language,
Yeah, so English is something you've learned from watching movies and whatever that's clearly his native tongue.
Yeah. And when he tries to talk street speak to you,
Oh, no.
it sounds real dumb. does not know what he's doing. So,
Oh, buddy.
Quick question.
Yes.
How many abs?
Oh, let's go with like he's moderate. Like he's more of a mental character. So I would say just like 8.
Okay,
Yeah.
good to know.
But brain abs, way too many.
Yeah.
Super brain
many
abs.
brain
Yes,
abs.
yeah. But regular abs, just 8.
Just
Yeah.
8. All right.
Oh yeah, of course there's the taking off his shirt scene in the
Right.
in
Slow
the
motion.
To like rip it and create a bandage for
Yes,
someone, right? Like
exactly.
obviously, not for no reason.
right. It was not gratuitous.
Yeah.
See,
Showing.
you've managed to get your shirt off.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So, so what did you say? Like
Madam
6'2",
Monday.
210. So like fairly strapping.
Pretty strapping guy.
Okay.
Yeah. And he He's a weird mix of, like, he seems to, like, at first glance, you all would probably assume he's kind of a badass, especially the way he rolled up and the way he, like, dresses. But as soon as you start talking to him, you realize he's, like, a suburban kid who's just started to learn how to be cool. So, yeah. But yeah, he wears... has a lot of Salish elements in his, in his dress, but also, like, since he got here, he's been, like, dressing a little more Seattle streety as well.
Yeah, you can't go around in, like, a polo and khakis
No,
here.
yeah.
Really stick out.
I mean, not for very long.
Right, yeah. So, but there is a picture of a little kid in polo and khakis in Jane's room that you guys have probably seen.
Yeah, we probably have seen that before,
Yeah.
and suddenly we're like,
Yeah. There's this photo of
like in a little heart frame.
right, yeah, and it's like
School photo.
a young version of Jane. Looks like a young version of Jane with this, like, super waspy guy, and they're, like, standing in front of, like, a ranch home in Omaha. With the little kid in the, like,
Yeah. And how to? So in this tunnel, this dark, dank tunnel, we have necessary lighting to be able to see. Obviously, the three of you can see in the dark because you're elves.
Totally. All three of us are elves.
Yep.
I'm fine. Totally fine. Can totally see in the dark.
And our human probably has some, lighting equipment.
Yeah.
That is only beneficial to him, obviously, because no one else would need it.
No.
Right.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Nope. Totally fine.
Just kind of sticking with him out of
just,
respect, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Kid.
Yeah, he doesn't know which way he's going.
Gotta
Right.
keep an eye on
Yeah.
him. So great. In all my years of running Shadowrun, I think I've mentioned this before, I've never had anyone take the poser quality. So Jay's character has the elf poser negative quality.
That's
and that
right.
is a human who is so infatuated with elf life that made some cosmetic changes to try to pass as an elf.
Yes.
But is, an elf in spirit, but not in body.
Not totally in body.
Right.
Yet.
Yeah.
Working on it.
Yeah. All right. So, what do you look like in the tunnels here?
So I think I've got like a tight black jumpsuit.
Oh yeah, the Urban Explorer probably is the common sort of like coverall sort of thing. But
Yeah.
yours is a little more fitted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was a little too small for me.
Okay. But like matte black or
No, black with like some sort of like digital camo.
Oh, yeah,
like
okay.
dark digital camo. I think
Easy?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But
you can get an upgrade that lets you download patterns.
oh yeah. Oh nice. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but it's extra.
Yeah.
And it's extra.
Yeah. Yeah.
Extra squared.
Right. Yeah. What else? But yeah,
Does he have like sturdy boot, like combat boots, or is he still in those sneakers from the suburbs?
I think he's still in his sneakers.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they were really nice sneakers. That was his first like corporate bonus check.
And
Nice sneakers.
is he armed?
Yeah, he's strapping. He's got a pistol on his side. You guys saw him like pull it out and like check it and clean it and all that, and like pretty proficient with it. And strapped onto his back is a very high quality med kit. That he's
And only because it's come up in this game, it is a Crash Cart brand
yes
med kit. Which means like a lot of med kits are like, you can buy dock wagon med kits, you can buy Crash Cart med kits, but those are real expensive, and a lot of times you're paying more just for that name, right? And they basically have the same stuff. They're like alcohol swabs are called anti-infection, bacterial combat swabs.
right yeah
So, they cost more, but they, in actuality, often come with better meds and supplies in them. And so, for him to be bringing a like name brand, high quality advanced med kit into the field is like it's not nothing.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And he's got some other like. There's definitely some other tech. Haven't decided yet. But.
Now, when you said also long mohawk, is it like braided mohawk long or like spiky long?
It's braided long, so
Okay.
it's like pulled back, and then like from the back of his skull down is braided, and
Okay.
it hangs down to just like a little below his shoulders.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
it's clear he hasn't been growing it for that long. So, yeah.
All right, Mac, what do we see
Oh,
in the tunnel?
a
With-
lot of
of
things
your-
because I have elf eyes.
Yeah,
so
no,
what's in my elf eyes
of
do?
your character.
Yes.
How do we see your character in the tunnel?
So she is definitely in what she wears for like her sort of like combat mode, which is like all leather. So she's got on like the tighter leather pants, but she's got like holster strapped to everything. She's got like a vest that she's wearing that has everything.
Oh, yeah,
that she
tactical
could carry,
vest.
like,
Yeah.
strapped to her.
Yeah,
At this point,
makes sense. What would be in her hands as she advances?
Probably. I feel like maybe her street special.
Okay. Oh, that's the holdout pistol?
Yeah, because she's just kind of
Okay.
pretty comfortable with everybody right now and would like swap if it was something really bad. But
Okay.
I mean, I don't know a lot about guns.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
Um,
Oh, and I have over this like my jacket too because I'm always wearing my jacket.
Sure. So the street special would probably be in your boot
okay.
because it's a boot gun. But if you have like an assault rifle or a submachine gun or something like that,
I have all of the weapons.
okay. Can I glance?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Is it all right if I make a suggestion?
Yeah, please do.
Okay. Your AK-97.
You're like suggesting the wines
Yeah.
at the restaurant.
Is
for
it
the
has a
guns.
fine bouquet of ammunition allowance versus a back note of long range capacity.
All right. I will take the AK-97
Yeah.
then, thank you.
It's just that sort of like tactical weapon you see, you know, a soldier in a movie like
Sure.
using it, like pointing it down, carrying
Yeah.
it responsibly. But like that's the sort of thing that like when you flip the safety off of that, it's business time.
Yeah, and
So-
she's done up like she typically is. She's got like half of her head in braids, and then the other half is like loose hair.
Okay, cool. Ashen?
So I think we said 6 feet tall,
Yeah.
lanky, in the Urban Explorer jumpsuit, and that's pretty much it. That's sort of physical adept. I don't have much in the way of armor or anything, just the jumpsuit.
Yep.
I've got my Predator out. As far as my
Yeah,
weapon.
your heavy handgun.
Yeah,
Yep.
heavy handgun and my goggles.
Yep.
And just sort of like long, pin straight. I think we'd said dark hair.
Yeah.
You know, super
Yeah.
pale.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Ashen's very like light skin.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
ears.
And pointy ears. Yeah,
Definitely
pointy
pointy
ears.
Pointy ears.
Oh yeah, silver hair. I think you said
I
right.
did
Yeah,
say
yeah,
that,
I think
silver
it
hair.
was silver hair.
Yeah.
It's a very Legolas situation.
Very
Yeah.
Legolas.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. It was.
Love it.
Yep.
Love it.
That
Love
was
it.
invoked.
Oh, and that reminds me, the biggest defining feature that I have separate from my twin over there is that I had fangs implanted.
Yes. It's also worth noting a little bit of backstory that your friend. Wait, Mac, what's your character's name again?
Gremlin.
Gremlin. Jeez, I don't know why that flew out of my head. Had taken a pretty bad scratch from the ghoul.
I got an ouch.
Yeah, a pretty bad
Yeah,
ouchie.
I still have ouch.
No, that's recovered.
Is it all
yeah,
recovered?
yeah. Any wounds from last time is recovered, so clear that.
Cool, yeah, because I had an ouch.
We have Jane and we have an advanced medic in the collective now, and we have a lot of resources available. So
You can
Yeah.
also do magic about it.
yeah, you actually though you can only heal a set of wounds once,
Oh, that's
and if you use first aid on them, you can't heal it at all because it's like just fucks with the flow.
Yeah, and Gremlin would definitely want like any scarring that might occur
You
to
got a
actually
bug right
show.
there. Get him. Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if it was a mosquito or not. It could have been a vampire mosquito. Right on the jugular.
Oh,
Rude.
only with luck. But yeah, she would be very excited about like her first like combat scar.
Yeah. Okay. So do we see this? What does that scar look like? Because I think your arm got all jacked up at one point, right? Like, didn't they like grabbed you and pulled you off the roof of the tunnel?
So she probably has like a gnarly scar like running up her forearm.
Okay. Cool.
We flash back for a moment, and I'm sitting there like patching you up. And I'm like, "You want it to scar?"
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck yeah, I do.
Okay.
I earned that.
I'll do a bad job.
Just use the glue gun.
All right.
Okay. And so we've got Ashen in the combat garb.
That's right. Boots? I don't think we ever discussed
Yeah,
what I
probably
would.
practical boots and
Yep.
and your handgun, but
Handgun,
not a lot of
predator
other gear carried around.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Killing hands.
Yep. And Samantha, Trash Witch.
Trash Witch. So Echo, she looks suspiciously similar to Gremlin. So she doesn't do like the braid. Her hair's just all kind of long and down. She does wear like practical leather boots and like leather pants, but then she's got like a layery kind of super tattered skirt with lots of pockets over that to put all her like weird magic bullshit. And then she's got like a little bit longer kind of like tunic length leather jacket that she wears. It's kind of armored, and underneath is like a like mesh kind of almost like spider webby kind of top that she wears under that layered.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
And I think you've been experiencing what looks like a skin condition.
Yeah, she's having kind of she looks like she needs to moisturize, probably.
Yeah.
And a little paler than usual.
Yeah.
A little peely.
Yeah.
Keeps, like, picking at it a little bit.
Yeah.
That's how you get rad scars.
I don't think this is a scar situation, Gremlin.
Well, I mean, you can always
like,
hope.
Peels a piece off and dumps it.
Oh.
Everything's a scar situation if you pick at it enough.
No, it's real smooth underneath. Feel it. It's like plastic.
That's
Feels
Neat.
less like human skin than you're used to.
Okay.
Like if it wasn't warm and like the obvious a pulse, like you might go like, oh, that seems like a really high tech cyber arm.
Yeah.
Like not an unreasonably high tech, but like, oh, that's a good fake.
Yeah.
You know, but no, there's like a pulse and it's warm and the movement is completely natural.
And I can tell this isn't like BioWare.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But
It's kind of itchy.
you know, the sixth world is strange, and
Shit happens.
who knows?
yep.
Okay, so we find ourselves advancing down the tunnel, and we find the real question that we weren't able to answer in the reconnoiter was, is there some sort of underground entrance to this thing? You know, because no one wanted to get close enough in a reconnoiter situation. We just like armed up and said, okay, we know we've cleared the path. We have a path in, a path out if we need it. Now we can go, right? The tunnel ends at a spot that's been bricked up, and there's a right, and it's been bricked up just a little ways past the ladder up to a person hole cover, and that, you know, just that round, heavy metal disc right above you. So you know you must be in the street that goes along this. You're under the street that goes along Rise Corp that you drove by on your initial, you know, take a look-see. And I would like somebody to roll me.
This is crazy. You guys do this all the time?
Well, as
Yeah.
much as we get the opportunity to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever anybody pays us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Free.
This is totally normal.
Can
Wait, I'm getting
somebody
paid?
can somebody roll 8 dice for me, please? By the way, I have copies of your character sheets, and I'll be making your perception checks for you,
No.
and you won't know that it's for you.
Uh-oh.
Great.
There you
Oh
go.
my
Ooh.
god.
Yeah. That was a terrible roll. I'm going to get that right out right now.
It wasn't half ones, so it's not a glitch, but some information has swum by.
Ooh, Cool.
Neat.
Cool. Nice.
I like it.
So, this brick wall, I'm sure we prepared something to get through this. Well, what would be our initial breach plan? Understanding that hitting it very hard or blowing something up will probably give away your position.
Are there any, like, cracks anywhere, or like?
It's freshly laid bricks. It's like brand new.
I was hoping we could fit a spider buddy in there.
Yeah, this is they're like a synthetic brick material with almost like a silicone kind of mortar. So it is. Assuming the edges of this, or because you're in a round tunnel, right? You're now basically in a sewer drain tunnel. The edges of this seem sealed tight. It almost looks like watertight.
So I do have a silence spell that I could cast if we want to just bust it open.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's an option. Unless anybody has a quieter method.
Is there some chemical we could have gotten to melt the?
There might be something like that in your med kit.
An acid situation? I like
Yeah.
that.
Or maybe you've got some things, and if you think of it, you're like, oh, if I combine this with this, like they tell you not to do in the training, like definitely don't put these things next to each other.
Yeah.
Maybe. Let's
'Cause
roll.
I know about chemistry.
Yeah. Let's roll your... well, let's start with chemistry plus logic
Okay.
to set this up and see if you have a roll. Because that's a background knowledge.
That dice. Okay, so my logic is 4, and my chemistry is 2.
Also, Ashen, what was that noise back there?
Oh,
You heard it.
I did.
Oh.
Yay!
You heard like a
Ooh.
That was good.
ding,
Better
click,
than me.
ding, ding, click. Not like metal click, like a gun clicking, but just like a something like that. Back in the shadows.
That's not good.
Okay, so
I got 3 successes.
your background knowledge tells you, yes, you definitely have something in here that you could combine as a solvent, but it would probably use up your, like the equivalent of your trauma stem, right? Which is only matters if somebody's dying, right?
Right, and you guys said this wasn't that dangerous, right?
Yeah, no, this is totally...
We're just gonna...
Yeah, all of your regular like healing kit stuff is in there.
Yeah.
But this is just the like, Pulp Fiction overdose materials.
In case somebody's about to die
Right.
without, like, thoracic surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So if you combine the ultra adrenaline with this other kind of chemical that seems fairly benign otherwise, you'll be able to create something that will go through and eat, at least a small portion of the silicon.
Yeah.
And then you could probably pull some of the bricks out.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, while they do that, I fade back.
You don't say anything to anyone?
Nope.
Okay.
Just use my low light goggles and sort of
Okay.
look down the tunnel there.
Okay. Roll
Predator up.
stealth, please. Stealth plus agility.
Stealth plus agility.
Or sneak, I think is what it's called.
Sneak. Where's...
There's agility on here.
There's sneaking and agility is what you should have.
Oh, so I've got a 4 and a 5.
Okay.
Hey, Sam, while you're up, will you grab another one of these?
Oh, can I have one too?
So
Thank you.
how many dice do I roll? So I have a 5 for agility and a 4 for sneaking.
9 dice.
That's
The magic
lot of
number.
dice.
If you follow demigods at all, you'll know that I'm fucking obsessed with it. It's 9s all the way down.
It's like a trinity of trinities.
Yeah, that's why.
nice.
I mean, you can re-roll that if you want because it escaped.
Actually, can I re-roll the...
Yeah.
'cause
They really got mixed up.
Oh,
got
we don't know which. Yeah, dump all those out.
Yeah.
Like just tip them out to the side.
I'm not that good at things.
You're good at lots of things.
We think you're awesome.
You're all too kind.
I'm only semi-benevolent, it's fine.
Semi-benevolent trash witch.
So that's, hold on, let me make sure. 3, 6, 9 dice. There we go.
Okay. You sneak back easily. Oh, and can somebody roll 4 dice for me, please?
Not it.
All right. Oh, half one's glitch. Great.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
And
So-
no successes, so.
LOL.
As you sneak back, a small
Bad
person,
guys.
probably a child, is sneaking up on your group, and they walk right in front of you because they're trying to sneak and do a bad job. They're being quiet,
Yeah.
but they don't realize that they've just walked next to you.
Oh, I grab them.
Okay, so you grab them.
I grab them around the
Oh,
mouth.
sort of a yeah. Okay. You grab, they make a squeak and like elbowing and like try to pull the knife and you just like no.
No.
Like don't do that. You're in control of the
Yes.
situation. But you recognize this person as Carmen, who is
Damn it, Carmen.
like a 12-year-old girl from the Collective. She's grown up here.
Yeah.
Her group will probably be like the second generation of collectivites.
Collectivians?
I was about to say collectivians.
Yeah, Greenwoodies.
Greenwoodies.
Oh my.
That's a good term.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Do not use this ever again.
So she has like the knife that she's not able to get is like the quickest thing she has access to, and she has like a Street Line special like boot gun in her like lower like at her calf.
Yeah.
Right? She's probably like 4.5 feet tall, pretty thin,
Yep.
and is just wide-eyed. She doesn't know that it's you yet,
Right.
Because you've like grabbed hold and like,
Yeah.
what do you want to do?
I go, Carmen.
And then she just freezes, like,
Yeah, Carmen.
oh, this is worse.
Yeah.
Like her body language is like, oh dang.
Yeah. Carmen, it's Ashen.
Okay, she just sags.
Yeah. Spin her around.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
I wanted to help.
No one asked for your help.
I know, but if I can help, then I can make money.
No, you can't, because we're not going to cut you in, because you were not part of this deal.
Everyone who helps gets paid. That's how it works.
That's not how this works. Because one, you can't help.
I can't.
No, you
I'm
can't.
a really good shot.
I'm sure you are, and you can't help. You know why? You're too young.
I need you to roll your magic stat, which is 6, I think,
Okay.
and plus your intuition.
Magic plus intuition, which is 3.
Because I don't believe you have the sensing skill, right?
I do not have a sensing.
Okay. Oh, actually, that means just roll magic.
All right. So magic. So how many dice?
6 dice.
6 dice. Oh, so the thing is the number of. Okay. Now I'm vaguely getting the rules of this thing. That makes total sense. This all makes great sense, you guys. It's totally awesome.
Oh
Okay.
What is going on tonight?
So,
It's real bad, Jay.
Good to know.
so if you don't get any successes, that would just be a miss.
Right.
On any roll where they come up half ones or more,
That's this one.
that's a glitch.
4 is more than half of 6.
That's yep.
But half ones and no successes is called a critical glitch.
Oh boy,
So this is bad.
this is bad news. All right. Cool. Thanks, Carmen.
Yeah. So here's what happens. Your like magical sense, you know how to astrally perceive.
Yeah, I have
And
that skill.
part of you was like, oh, I sense something, and you were starting to shift your perception, but then it's way brighter down here because it's astrally lit instead of the darkness at your eyes. And you sort of you're off balance for a second enough that she like wiggles and like drops out of your grip in only the way that like a boneless 12-year-old can,
Yep.
and bolts back down towards home.
Well, at least that. That's good. I think. Well, she's going home.
But you're almost certain she has some sort of magical aptitude that wasn't aware before. Sometimes it doesn't crop up until puberty.
Oh, that's cool. We'll note that for later.
Okay.
So, but she's gone.
Yeah, you can't see her.
All right. I turned to everyone like, hey, Carmen was down here,
Why?
followed us.
need to be more careful then.
I know, yeah.
Yikes.
Adam, you're going to do an extended test as you're creating this chemical compound that
Okay.
you know how to do. So I'd like you to roll your biotech plus logic, which I think is 9 dice.
Yep.
And for that, we're going to do an extended test. And so you need 6 hits, and every roll is a minute. And you just keep rolling until you add up to 6.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, but do ones cancel out?
No.
No, okay.
No. But is that... no, it's
No,
nine
it's not
dice.
half,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you're up to 4 hits, and you've taken 1 minute of work.
Nice.
Does that make sense how that works?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
So let's go again. You're still working, because that easily takes care of the minute of what was
Yeah.
going on with Carmen.
And there's 3 more, so...
7. Okay.
7.
So yeah, the 2 minutes that you're away dealing with Carmen is about the amount of time, so that's fine.
Yeah.
I was just curious if it was going to go to like 5 or 6 minutes,
Yeah.
but no, you're really good with what you're doing.
Apparently so.
Nice.
I'm actually kind of smart.
Yeah. I do want to note that entire conversation when I came back, definitely in street speak
Yeah.
and real fast. Just,
Well, that's-
just
Yeah,
noting.
he's like mixing chems over here, like he's
Yeah.
busy.
I'm just
yeah.
saying. So yeah, so we'll have to deal with that. She ran down the tunnel. I don't know.
She ran down
I
the
mean,
what?
I like her ambition.
I know.
But she ran down the tunnel. This tunnel hasn't been exactly very kind to us.
Oh, tunnel.
Well, if she doesn't get eaten, I'm pretty sure we can scare her into
She's-
not following us anymore.
She's got a knife and she's got a gun and she said she's a good shot and she got this far. So I'm just saying. There's a thing that happened. I'm letting you know.
Thanks.
Um,
I think that you just said, I have a knife and a gun and I'm a good shot. So,
yeah, that's
pretty
like,
certain.
Yeah,
You
we're
were
getting
just saying
a solid
how great my
linguistic.
chemistry is, in addition to my combat skills, and like, wow, that's really nice. These guys are awesome.
My favorite new like lingo is the like belta loda in Expanse. Like I really like that
Belta
lingo.
Yeah.
Was a really thoughtful construction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Echo.
Yes.
As you're also, I assume you're interested in this wall that we're getting through, and
Uh-huh.
he's like busy mixing chemicals forever.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
I mean, I would probably maybe go peek into astral space to see what's behind this wall.
Yeah. So the first thing you see is a fair bit of life up at the top, obviously, because grass growing through the concrete. You also know that those forbidden trees would be just on the other side of this.
Okay.
So yeah, going into astral space or astral perceiving is better. Don't project, because your body just goes boom.
Yeah. No. Perceiving. Yeah.
So yeah, you perceive in the tunnel all of the the colors shift. You can see all the kind of ambient. It's sort of like when you're looking at an eclipse and the light is peeking around the edges.
Ooh, yeah.
That's kind of what's happening with the wall. And as you, I assume, go to take a closer look. I don't want to put you in that position if
Yeah,
you
I mean,
would.
I'd probably go nearish the wall.
Okay.
To, check it out. Yeah.
All right. You see some of the. Well, first of all, you see a number of spiders coming down the wall, and you could tell from their body language for some reason that they're real excited to see you, and they're coming to see you.
Oh,
They're like, "Yeah, Echo's here," and they're like, "Pew," coming down on strings, and
Aw.
I mean it's web, it's not string. And so yeah, a bunch of them are like, "Hey, come here. We want to see you," and they're way up in that right-hand corner.
in the right-hand corner.
Where the silicon bricks are all stuck. So you're the manhole cover's behind you, right? You're up pretty close to the wall, and up in the top right corner, it's maybe 20 spiders.
Okay. Is it too high for me to reach?
Oh no, you could just if you went up the curvature of the wall a little bit. Wait, are you super short?
No, she's tall. She's an elf.
Oh yeah. No, you could just reach up, and if they're gonna come down, you could definitely reach up to.
Oh yeah, I'll climb up it a little bit, and I mean, she's not shy about it. Just talk to them.
Okay,
Oh, hey buddies, what's up?
so as you reach up, you hear them. This is actually like not quite a manifested spirit, but you hear a manifested spirit only in astral space, so no one else hears this. Say, "Oh no, look out!" All right, and so I'm going to give you a bonus die for this because you're astrally perceiving.
Okay.
But the little bit of roots that are creeping down on this side of the wall suddenly like reach out for your hand.
Oh.
And the spiders are like, "Oh crap, that's like they did."
That's not what we meant.
Yeah, they weren't trying to trick you into this, but
Okay.
it's what happened.
Okay.
So I need you to do agility. No, this is reaction. Reaction plus. Actually, I think it's just a reaction roll. That's what we do for dodge.
Okay. Alright, so my reaction is just 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
And can someone else roll 4 dice for me?
But you said I get a bonus because the spirit yelled at me?
Oh, so 5. Yeah.
Okay.
Here, I'm gonna roll 4 and see what happens.
Yeah, you're twins.
Okay. I've got 2 hits.
Yep. It's either real good or real bad.
2!
Okay.
Twins!
So tie typically goes to the attacker. Unless, if you want to use an edge, you could re-roll your failed dice, or we could shake hands with the roots.
Since I know this is probably one of those magic trees, I'm gonna use my edge to reroll.
Okay.
So I get to reroll the 3 that missed.
Yes.
Do better.
You want the good dice over here?
I don't trust those.
Good call.
It's fair.
Fucking son of a bitch.
So, Mac, your character is probably aware enough to try to assist.
Okay.
But your best move, really the only way you would be able to help is a snapshot, right?
Yeah.
Of pop, just, you're on semi-auto with your rifle, fire 1 shot.
Sure.
It would make a little noise down here, but honestly, you guys have checked this out, a gunshot in the Barrens? Oh no. And this isn't like a door that people go through, so there aren't people on the other side oh, who's shooting on the other side of that door? So a shot down here is not inadvisable.
Okay.
A shot real close to your friend's hand is tricky.
Worse than friends, my twin.
Yeah.
She'll be real mad if I blow her hand off.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the
Probably make a new one.
but the root has shot out and is currently wrapped around her wrist. It went through your hand as if you were going to shake it, and then it also whoop, got an extra coil halfway up your forearm, let's say.
Yikes.
Okay.
And it's not hurting yet, but you can sense it is rolling a sensing, right? It's
okay.
ooh, what is this? Is it
Yeah.
mine? Can I eat it?
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Do not eat.
Snapshot? There is a minus to the shot, obviously.
I'm sure there is. I'm just thinking because I think Gremlin was really distracted, so...
What were you distracted by?
Gremlin's really distracted by the fact Karma was in the tunnels because she, appreciates the moxie, but is also, highly concerned about that and that it might be considered their fault if something happens to Carmen.
I get that. I also, though, I have to imagine your wired reflexes are on,
Yes.
and you have a distinct advantage in this situation.
Yeah, I mean, with wired reflexes and everything, it's probably, going to pull her attention away from that, but yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to have you do your, do you have firearms or do you have automatics?
I have firearms.
The whole group, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So firearms plus agility,
Okay.
and take 2 dice out of that for the. If it's a called shot, it's supposed to be 4 dice out of it, but I don't you don't really care where you hit the root. You just want to not hit your sister.
Yeah, she'll be real mad at me.
I think we also had a rudimentary sound suppressor on this, didn't we? So it'll be.
Rudimentary?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we put.
I'm not sure it was rudimentary.
Well, I mean, automatic weapons, when you put a sound suppressor on it, is only so effective.
Oh, okay.
It's not like a pistol where it's, click, click, click. It's,
Okay.
yeah. But, cool. 4 hits is a big deal. This root is blasted off, is like completely disconnected from the edge of the wall, and you just come away with this root in your hand that is like still trying to crawl up your arm as it is losing lividity, and stops as you have a coil of branch around your forearm from your wrist to your elbow that then just goes dead.
Okay.
Whoa.
Well,
That was not
rude.
cool.
Okay, was this one of your spells that didn't go right, or is that the... Oh, jeez.
We're sorry, we didn't, sorry.
It's not your fault. It's okay. You can
By the way, no one can hear
you
this,
can come
sorry.
down.
But we can hear.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm really anxious about the situation now.
No, not you.
Oh.
Who would.
And can you mark off a round from your magazine?
I think this is, like, part of the... You know those trees I was talking about?
Oh,
The security trees?
yeah.
You might be part of the security tree.
Wow.
That's not good.
The spider's going, not anymore, it's not.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. Not anymore.
What are death trees?
It's not a death tree. It's like a security alarm system magic tree.
Oh.
Security, not death. Got it.
Okay, can I have you make English plus logic roll?
Okay.
As you realize you're having to, like, re-explain this?
Yeah. English plus logic. Okay.
Unless you speak Lashutsi, you could roll that instead.
I don't.
Okay.
What's my English score? Oh, crap. I think I just put 1 in it.
Sweet.
No, 3.
Hey. Oh, that's fluent. Never mind. A 3 is fully fluent.
Oh, okay.
You will almost never have to roll a 3.
Yeah, because she learned English real good to read magical text.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, most magical education happens in
Yeah.
English.
So it might take her a second. She's like, oh, right.
Yeah.
Security tree, not death tree.
Oh, sorry. They sound so much alike in street speak.
You're right. It is similar.
Yeah.
Can you just, like, translate? 'Cause this is gonna be a thing all day, I think.
Oh, yeah.
All
That's
right,
fine.
cool.
But I think once we get through this wall, we're going to have to be real careful. Watch out for the roots.
All right.
All right, so you have basically a spritz bottle.
Yeah.
Not literally, but you have a
Yeah, a
squirter.
little spray
Yeah.
applicator. Yeah. So,
Um,
all right. So I think I can get us a hole, maybe big enough to fit through for somebody to fit through.
well, you'll get enough that somebody real strong could just
Yeah.
start pulling it open
Okay.
from there. It's just when it's a solid,
Yeah.
seamless piece. It's how
Yeah.
do you without just crunching through it.
Could I just
Yeah.
sort
Let's
of
maybe on the low edge.
Yeah.
Roots.
Right. Yeah. Down here. Okay. So I'll apply and try and spread it out in such a way that it weakens it and gets a couple of bricks completely out.
While this is going on, Gremlin's gonna grab Echo's arm real quick. She's like, you think you can send one of the spiders after Carmen, make sure she's okay?
Oh, maybe. Let me ask them. Hey, buddies, get down here.
It's just this mental smile.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, she doesn't hate us.
Well, use the branch to reach up to not as close,
Yeah.
but get.
Yeah, they were real worried that they were in trouble because it looked like
They tried to trick me, but
Yeah.
no, I could read spider facial expressions.
Yeah.
Surprise!
so much face.
Yeah, so many tiny faces.
Yeah.
They wink half their eyes.
Did you guys see our small friend that was skulking in the dark?
Mm-hmm. Murder?
No murder. Opposite of murder. Protect.
Oh. And they go quiet for a second, and you almost feel the astral vibration. You do feel it,
Yeah.
right? Because it's a physical sensation. You feel this like the tin can on a wire,
Yeah.
sort of thing. And they say, she's halfway to the place.
Okay. Oh, good. Perfect. Let us know if anything if she runs into trouble.
Okay. Steve's watching her.
Oh, good. Thanks, Steve. Steve's watching her. She's fine. She's almost halfway home.
Okay, good.
So that statement is fucking bonkers.
Yeah, none of that made sense.
You have literally met no one named Steve at the collective.
Yeah. Does she think my name is Steve? Never mind. It's fine.
You're probably, even in the short time you've been with us, pretty used to Echo just saying weird crap. And
Yeah.
everybody's like, yup.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, Echo.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay. Sorry.
So the silicon mortar bubbles and starts spreading like the fireworks, the black stuff that you light that like grows like that. Whatever you put on it is making the silicone mold do the same thing, and it's like and so the bottom bricks are just bulging out because there's now like the silicone is bubbling and it's too big.
I'm kind of very excitedly describing chemical processes in English. So, yeah.
Echo is probably the only one that's listening because she's like, I understand all of that. That sounds neat.
Yeah.
Can we touch that?
Yes.
Cool. Good job.
Thank you.
It doesn't help if you say it louder.
Louder and slower.
Oh boy.
Because I'm still speaking street speak, just louder and slower.
Yeah.
Yes.
How's your English?
Oh, I didn't take English. I took Japanese.
Yeah, it's much more useful.
Yeah. So.
Most business is accomplished in Japanese.
Yeah.
Most magic education is done in English. So it's
I've
like,
got a 2 in Japanese. I have a 1 in English.
yeah, because if you do need to pick up a text somewhere, yeah.
I have a 1 in street speak. So.
Yeah. So look, since you do have a 1, that is like basic pigeon conversation, right? Like you can get through the basics.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of play it like I can mostly understand the gist of what you're talking about. The fine details, I might, not.
And I may ask you to roll at some point. If you have a 3 in a language, you never have to roll for me. That in the JSynth edition, 3 is completely fluent unless you're trying to communicate, nuclear physics interfacing with a magic technology. You're like, okay, now this is complicated.
Yeah.
So the bottom bricks start to fall apart. You get in there, so it's okay to touch it. Plus, you probably have like gloves on
but
anyway.
just making sure.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's not burning you. It's totally like it's a little gooey, but it's not even really sticky. It's like putty kind of. And so yeah, you start pulling those. Let's just for fun. Let's do body plus strength.
Okay.
Those are 2 attributes.
So, body is 3, strength is 5.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, magically enhanced, right?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Very nice.
3
Really
successes.
nice. 3 successes. No
Yeah.
glitch.
Yeah, that is, you just, squat down, start pulling out bricks, and, you manage to get a hobbit-sized hole opened up that if everyone ducks down, you should be able to get through there pretty easily.
Cool. I guess while I'm down there, I'll throw a little astral perception through there.
To a sense through the tunnel?
Yeah,
Yeah,
might as
okay.
well.
Let's roll your sensing. Or your astral
I remember, I
perception.
guess it's a rating of 1 is what that looks like.
Probably.
Yeah. So that's...
So magic plus 1. I
magic.
didn't realize you had that astral perception skill.
Yeah, magic plus 1. Oof, 6 in magic. Now, I forget the stuff that I chose as well. 6 plus 1.
Yeah, you have a sensing.
Did not do much on that one.
But it didn't.
It didn't
Go
glitch.
back.
It didn't glitch.
Didn't
Okay.
feel bad. But
So here's the thing: you squat down and look through there, and it's just you're overwhelmed with the amount of magical presence.
Oh.
You turn it off, and you can see, okay, this is just a dim tunnel.
yeah.
And you could see your way down there, but there's just a lot of magic in this space.
All right.
Can I do like a thermographic?
Mm-hmm.
And while that's happening, I was actually, because I have enhanced senses for nose,
Oh,
seeing if
yeah.
it smells like it's fresh air coming from here, like something that would have been air conditioned versus something that's another part of the tunnels. that
Yeah.
we're in.
I'm sorry. You like have fangs and super
Oh,
senses and claw,
yeah, there's some fuckery going on here.
and I'm playing somebody hot and awkward.
Not on Mondays.
Yeah,
Yay!
we're back.
I get it!
Okay, as you are scanning this space with thermographic vision, you can see the whole space is pretty warm, which actually like fucks with your vision a little bit, but you can see it's warm just because it's sort of under the generator room, right? That's what the temperature looks like, is
Yeah.
anybody running a bunch of generators, this is probably their heat sink, right?
yeah.
And it's probably like 140 degrees in there. And you all can feel it now, right? Like coming out of there. That's not, you're not going to die going in there, but you probably shouldn't hang out in there for a long time. It's like a real hot sauna,
We turn it into a sauna, set up shop,
Yeah.
Yeah,
make
we're
some
done.
money.
Perfect.
Your pores look fantastic.
Right? Yeah.
What wars? Exoskeleton jokes.
Very hot. Move fast. Don't stay.
Can you make a
Okay.
perception check for me?
Yes.
So, intuition plus perception plus 2 for your nasal benefit. That looks like 2.
2.
Yeah. So you pick up the distinct scent of regular cleaning, right? This is the space that people come down to clean and maintain. Even though it's like a closed space, it has that smell of like people come through here. So you're not going into a box, right? Like there is an exit.
Yeah, which is both good news and bad news.
Well, yeah. But 2 hits. It smells pretty freshly cleaned. Like whoever cleans this place did it recently. Now, if they do it every day, that's not helpful. But if they do it once a week, this was done within a day or so. The cleaning that's down here, and all of you can kind of smell the It's not bleach, but they've been cleaning. It's not dusty. It's not.
Doesn't smell like gross tunnel.
Yeah.
No, it does not smell like gross tunnel, and there are low power red safety lighting, like emergency lighting, but there's no emergency, right? It's just that kind of lighting in there.
Good news, bad news. This is serviced regularly.
Okay.
It's the same news for good news and bad news.
Right.
Yeah.
But we know,
Might
All
be
right.
people, but there's
Yeah, it's
definitely
seems
passable.
recent, so hopefully we have some time, but
All right.
people do come down here.
We'll see what we can do to the other end of the door.
It means
Maybe.
that it's also an inn for us.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think because I just got attacked by a tree, and we're going into a place that's probably going to attack us again. I'm going to activate my combat sense spell.
I like that. Let's cast that.
So I roll magic and what?
Magic plus
spellcasting,
the
duh.
spellcasting, yeah. And what force would you like to cast that at? 12 is your maximum force.
That's too much.
Is it? I don't understand that
That
phrase.
seems ridiculous. What's like a medium number of force?
Well, 6 is the cutoff of it being... That's the highest you could cast it without it automatically being physical damage.
Oh, right.
But if you did it force 8 and you just don't get hits over 8, it's still stun force, or stun drain.
Okay.
It's just if the number of number of drain goes over your magic rating,
Right.
then it's physical damage.
Let's not do that. Let's go with 6 then.
Okay, and that's the limit of how many successes you can keep.
That's fine.
I can't read any of those.
1, 2, 3.
It's like 17.
Wait, do 4s count or just 5s and 6s?
5s and 6s.
Okay, 3 successes.
Okay. And what does that say for successes on that spell?
So each success adds a reaction. Each hit on spellcasting tests adds 1 die for reaction on surprise tests, and also to rolls made when defending against ranged and melee attacks, as long as it's in effect.
Okay.
So it's a sustained spell.
Yeah, you're sustaining a spell. You'll be at -1 to pretty much all dice pools.
Okay.
But not for resisting drain. So we do need to resist drain now for your
Right.
spell. And you actually can, unlike D&D, you can sustain multiple spells. It's just each one is a die out of all your dice pools.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I think that's actually a neat idea.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can overload yourself and go nuts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh god, it's melee.
Yeah, I mean, who would take on more projects than they're practically able to keep up with?
And
No,
one
but
of these
I know.
mute buttons
Is
are
there-
flying. In fact,
Is
they've
there-
been muted for longer than I thought.
5. And the drain is F, so that would be whatever force I cast, which is 6.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just get 1.
Okay, wow, the drain on that is F? That seems high
Yeah.
for that spell. All right, well, it's a really good spell, so I guess that makes sense. It adds a bunch of shit, so...
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Okay, so that's 1 stun.
Yes.
Okay.
And maybe find a tracker, the thing we were talking about offline earlier, of that you have cast 1 spell.
Right.
I'll
use this one as my tracker, so I'll move that to 1. Where I checked 1
Mhm.
spell. Okay.
And it was probably your imagination, but when you cast that spell, it seemed like the branch wrapped around your forearm got a little bit longer, but you're pretty sure it was all the way to your elbow before, so it was probably your imagination.
Yeah.
Is it removable from my arm?
If you squeeze your hand way down, somebody would probably have to squeeze your hand for you, borderline dislocate your thumb, and then you could literally corkscrew this thing off of your arm.
Okay, we should probably do that.
All right.
What you need?
Can you squeeze my hand real hard? Don't quite break it, but I gotta get it out of here.
Just close.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Try and wiggle my hand out of it.
so I would like you to roll strength,
Okay.
and you to roll agility, Sam.
Okay.
Can I assist?
No, because, well, not yet. Not until someone's hurt.
Okay, all right.
But this is one roll, all right, of your strength plus her agility.
Thumbs don't work like that.
I got a 6.
They do now.
I got 1 success.
What? I also got 1.
Let's
but this one was
re-roll that one.
wonky.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
you had 2 1s as well, didn't
I
you?
had 1.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, we weren't twinning quite that hard.
Okay,
2 successes.
all right, you got 2, you got 1.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 3 successes is great. This comes off, and it's still just in the perfect coil of your forearm.
Oh, sweet. Okay, I'm gonna take it with me.
Okay, just hang on to it.
I'm just gonna tie it to my skirt a little.
Oh, yeah. All right.
So it
Because it
doesn't
is
break.
a little wider at one end, and it sort of tapers towards the the
Yeah.
forearm shape. So
Might need it.
If we could fix it, it would be cool jewelry.
I know, right?
I don't think you have any of the enchanting skills, right?
No, only disenchanting.
Okay.
I can only go, fuck this object in particular.
Okay. So when you have time, it'll probably be worth doing a sensing roll.
Uh-huh.
But this isn't a good time. You would need a few minutes
That's
to
a future me problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You have a cool new accoutrement.
Sweet.
And we move into the hot box. And it's a very low, 6.5 feet ceiling, right? So it's broad. It's wider than the tunnel you just came out of, and it's all fresh concrete, right? This is all brand new, clean. It's actually Duracrete, right? This is the synthesized, seamless, non-porous concrete. And you move through this red light. You're instantly sweating in this 140-degree heat.
Don't sweat, I glisten.
And at the end of this passageway to the right, is a metal stairway with a railing of like 4 steps that you'll have to duck to get through the door, because it's the steps go up and leave you about 4 feet tall passage. So once you get this door open, you'll all have to like duck out and then probably into a normal passage. Somebody gets shit duty coming down here to clean this space, right? This is not great. But the doorway has a it actually doesn't have any sort of like access device on it. There's no lock. There's no security panel.
Just a door handle.
Yep.
Just a door? Just says door.
I'm gonna throw.
Weird.
I've got old danger sense.
Okay.
So that's what that's. Yeah, that's what that looks like, right?
Yeah.
Danger sense.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try that before we try the door.
Okay. I think that just adds to your perception rolls.
Yeah.
And we know that you're putting some mojo in it. So.
Yeah, because I got perception. I was a perception +1.
Oh, do you have 1 danger sense?
I guess yeah. I have rating 1 danger sense.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what that is.
Yep.
So let's roll
Actually,
that.
rating 2 danger sense.
Oh, so maybe that's something else. So roll the +1 value, plus another 2 for danger sense, plus your
3
intuition.
+1, +2 for danger sense,
And your intuition.
+3 for intuition.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
The heck out of things.
All right. You
6 successes.
you feel the cloak of the seducer settle over you, right? The cloak of calm that's required to get what you want in a tense situation, right? The cloak of being able to present something as the right course of action, and you just feel protected, right? The hallway outside is completely safe. You are free to pursue the things that you want, and this cloak is not dissipating. You've felt it before, right? You've felt the protection of the seducer. For the listener, the seducer is Ashen's guardian spirit. And you've definitely had this like kind of brief contact before, but now it's hanging over you like a mantle, like a hooded cloak almost.
Oh, cool. Cool.
It is a metaphorical cloak, but you have the sense of, well, let me ask you this. Does Ashen want to punch Rise Corp people?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so there are a number of technicians about 50 yards down to the right. If you come out of here, there are several technicians working together. And you also have this, like, dismissive sense of them, of, like, nerds.
I like it.
It's almost predatory.
Yeah. So, yeah, turned it up. So, hallway's clear. There are 50 technicians down that way.
No.
Whoa, what?
This is like 4 or 5.
Sorry, 50 feet or whatever.
Yeah. Like,
There's 4 or 5 technicians down the hall.
Okay.
50 technicians?
4 or 5.
Oh, 4 or 5. So, numbers, man.
Yeah.
Even I had trouble with that
4
one.
or 5.
I'm feeling groovy, so yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody. No, your eyes are modified,
Oh, yeah.
but they were like a color with a pupil, right?
Yeah.
His pupils are like they're 40% eyeball.
Dang.
Yeah,
Like dilation, like...
yeah, and
like-
you can actually see in the dark right now.
Yeah, I'm feeling real good.
I know that
real
feel.
good. Feeling real
I've seen
good.
that feel before.
So yeah.
Is
There's
he on something?
there's some punchable people that way, but the hallway is clear.
He's fine. It's just magic. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah, like you can feel like your breath comes deeper.
Yeah.
You're standing straighter.
Let's go.
Whoa. Man. Do we want to try and at least take him by surprise if we're going to do this?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, just checking. And are we And she kind of like looks at her gun for a second, like, how serious are we getting here?
At this stage, you would want to keep it quiet.
Probably.
Keep it quiet. Maybe,
Yeah.
She's just excited right now.
maybe drag him back in here. You can leave him in here.
I like it.
We just tie them up, put them in the sauna.
Yeah.
Are you jazzed right now?
I'm good.
I have a stun baton.
Yeah?
What do you want?
Let's go.
You hear a whisper. What do you want?
Let's go.
Let's go, but let's also do this like professionals.
Yeah, totally.
So the hallway outside is a fairly substantial work corridor with like a chain link. So it's as you come out of the hot room, you realize there are probably a number of hot rooms around the edge of this pretty big room, right? Maybe the size of the footprint of a medium-sized house. And in the middle of the room are a number of electrical generators. And those probably have some sort of the complicated apparatus of shedding heat down into these heat sinks, right?
Got it.
And underground in Seattle, like the ground here is always pretty cold. So this is a pretty efficient way to shed heat. The hallway itself, though, is really tall. It's like a couple stories. So maybe like 20 feet tall hallway. And on one side is this like, chain link's the wrong word. It's like threaded plexiglass, right? Like plexiglass with metal in it is what it looks like. It's hard to analyze it up close. It's not really a material you've seen before. But it's this threaded plexiglass, and through it you can see these machines working, right? And there are all kinds of cables that are going every direction. But it does mean you could go up, like if you can go up a wall or like pin between, wall and plexiglass.
Cool.
There are definitely some, because the wall is only, 8 feet across or something, the hallway.
Yeah.
So like,
Climbing is fun.
Let's do that. Let me do all that parkour up at the top of this thing, 10 feet up in the air towards where the technicians are.
okay.
I have climbing claws, so I might also follow suit going
Okay,
up.
so just sling your rifle and go up?
Yeah, since we've decided I'm not going to shoot these guys. Yeah.
Okay, and also just a tone reminder that murders will draw harsher attention from the law. So if you have, and by the way, Rooster would have provided as much stun rounds as you wanted.
Oh, okay.
So to whatever degree you want your guns to be loaded with stun rounds, he has cases and cases of that ammunition and would give it to you for free.
Cool.
I'm going to... Before she climbs, she's going to ready... She has a stun baton into an easy position to make sure she can grab that in particular.
Because I'll switch to... I was carrying the Predator. I'll switch to my smart gun, which will have the stun rounds in it.
Okay. Unless you just want to use your hands.
Oh, it's true. You know what? I'm just going to use my hands. That'll be the fun part.
And when you have killing hands, you could say, oh, no, I'm doing stun damage, but
Yeah.
it's still like killing hands damage.
Nice.
Right?
Yep. Stun damage. I've got to say stun
I'm
damage.
stunning them by killing them.
I mean, it's a type of stunning.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Definitely surprised.
yeah, you like pop out your climbing claws, right? Is that you have those like fingertip cyberware sort of
Yeah.
things? Yeah. All right. You pop that out. You do notice a like a twinge of pain when they come out, but like you've been through so much recovery lately that it's like, ow, oh, whatever. I want to go up, and you go up. Like it's fine.
Sure.
It's not like, oh god, my fingers are on fire.
Yeah.
But it's just like you haven't used these in a while, probably, and.
Well, not since the attack, anyway.
Yeah, so maybe like your cuticles grew around it or something, or
Yeah, something that's a later gremlin
right.
problem.
It's probably a minor cosmetic issue that
Probably.
is not important to the story at all. Okay, so these two go up the walls.
Yep.
You watch them from the door out of the heatsink room.
I pull out my gun, which is loaded with stun rounds. And
Okay.
I'm just watching. I can't magically climb.
Okay.
I am also
Super cool.
not much of a climber. I am sneaky, though.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Fortunately, this is just a wide open hallway. There really isn't anywhere to hide without getting up above line of sight.
Fair point.
So...
Are there people that we can see from where we are?
Sort of. They're like at the end of the hallway, just around the corner. You can hear them like moving. You can see their shadows. You know, they're...
Okay.
You can almost see them. So if your friends push them towards you at all, you will have line of sight.
Yeah. Okay. Then I think I'm just gonna kind of hang back too and kind of, like, prepare.
Yeah. All right. So
should we shoot them if they come around the corner?
You've stun rounds.
Stun, yeah. We're not murdering a whole bunch of people, right? Okay.
Yet, for this moment,
well, keep in mind these are the low level techs. You know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. One of them might get all saucy.
Well, okay, but then that's a choice.
Exactly. I'm just saying. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Okay.
I'm
So,
not trying to kill them.
which one of you is initiating this situation?
I'm a little concerned about how Ashen is acting right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think that Ashen is probably going to be so jazzed right now that probably isn't going to wait for me anyway.
Nope.
So
It's also worth noting, you see Ashen, like, move up the wall, and then, like, wall run a few, jump to the other one, wall run a few, and jump back to like, be able to maintain the wall run.
Sure.
And is making zero noise,
Neat.
which is a little extreme from what you've seen Ashen do before. Okay.
Real worried. But I feel like you probably have the advantage of moving. You're probably, like, I'm probably feeling out the situation more. So I feel like you probably are going to...
Oh yeah, I'm
to
taking the
leap
lead.
into
Okay.
action before me.
Yep.
Let's go agility plus unarmed combat.
Agility is 5. Unarmed combat is also a 5.
Oh my. And do these engineers have anything you want?
Yeah. I mean, they've got key cards and
Okay.
access things.
Please add another die to your dice pool.
Yeah. Yes. All right, and I don't need to use killing hands or anything like this just now.
Well, killing hands just kind of upgrades your damage.
All right.
So.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah.
4 successes, 1 fail.
All right.
1.
Yeah. You drop down. So you come around. You're still up on the wall.
Yep.
And you see. Okay, there are 5 technicians.
Yeah.
3 of them are telling the younger 2 what to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Rock on.
Yeah.
So
And
I have to take him down.
yeah.
I look for whichever one looks like they're in the most in charge.
Yeah. So the one of them is the furthest down past. So you could go above all 4 of the other ones.
Right.
This one is standing next to like an old. What looks like kind of the AV carts we had in grade school,
Yep.
you know? But it's just a 2-layer wheeled cart with a bunch of tools and all kinds of shit on there. And they have a panel open that looks like borderline, Star Trek engineering complexity with the amount of power that's pumping through there. They're like, wow, why do they need that much power? This is, I don't know how much you would pick up on that, but the viewer is going like, what is this facility?
What is going on here?
Like a little geothermal power plant, yay!
Yeah.
That'll run your building. This would run 15 buildings like this.
Yeah, don't care.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's not really where your
Yep.
head's at
Nope.
right now. So you want to drop down on that head
down,
guy,
yep.
which means they will run back towards your friends.
Exactly.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
So you drop down on him. You have 4 hits plus your strength.
Strength is 3.
7. Oh my. Okay, so he's not totally knocked out in the first hit,
Aw.
but you drop down and he just crumples, and he's This guy is in charge for a reason. He is reaching for his panic button. Right. He has a red button on his suit, and if he hits that, that's a security red alert. Right.
Well, we're not going to let that
right.
happen.
We'll come back to that. What's your move? This is our surprise round.
Right.
Okay. Do I see the guy going for his?
No, because he's down
he
the corner,
obscured
and
by-
then there's. I'll do a quick little drawing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
Yeah.
understand where everybody is
Yep.
right now.
That's our hot box. That's the hallway, and then around the hallway. So this is where Ashen ended up with Engineer 1.
Mm-hmm.
And, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are over here. And they're all in the process of like, oh, fuck, go this way. And you're like, I don't know which side of the wall you're on, but you're like coming down this way.
Okay. Because I'm probably want to, since they're kind of funneling down the hallway, I'm probably not going to want to interrupt the flow of them coming through. So I'm going to try and drop in a place where I can.
Oh, let them
continue-
come around and then drop behind them? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I want to keep funneling them down the hallway because.
Towards them.
Yeah,
Okay.
into the stun box, I guess, instead of the kill box.
Yeah. The fun box.
Yeah. So I kind of want to drop down behind them, and whoever's like the slowest in the herd there, I want to stun baton him.
Oh, yeah, I like that. Let's roll clubs plus agility.
Close combat?
Yes.
Okay.
And take a +1 for the surprise round.
Cool. So that is 11 dice. Dice don't fail me now.
Oh, my.
Oh, they listened to me this time.
Yes,
I have
they did.
6 successes.
And your
Ooh.
strength is...
My strength is 4.
Okay, and I think the stun baton has this is like strength +2, plus your hits. Oh, that's a drop. You dropped this guy. Yeah. However, stun baton does make a little bit of noise. It has a zap, because
Sure.
it's a taser, right?
Sure.
And these three, the three that are left running down this way, are like skidding to a halt and turning to look like, what the fuck is happening?
I'm gonna grin at them because
Yeah.
I got the teeth.
Yeah, that's
And just like
very
kind of
scary.
like after he's dropped, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
smile at them.
So you two are kind of in this space peeking out, right? Because that doorway is like in the middle of the space. You came in from the tunnel over here, right? And 3 engineers are now turning to look this way and backing towards you, and they haven't seen you. So,
Yay. Okay.
surprise round actions?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to hit one of them with my stun bolt.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
4, 6.
Yeah. Why not?
What's the drain code on that?
F-3.
I mean, if you cast it at 4, 6, you can only keep 6 hits,
True.
and that means you can do 6 harm, so 6 damage, right?
Yeah.
Most people would need like 9 to go down in one hit, like
Okay.
average jerks, right?
Okay.
Because everyone gets 8 plus half their body, right?
Okay.
So most people have a body of 2. Most people have damage track of 9. So if you cast it at 9 and got 9 hits, you could do instant drop in one good hit.
How much strength?
There has never been any consequence for doing magic. Nothing but
Not
good
really
happens.
so far.
That is worth noting.
Yeah, she really hasn't experienced
And-
consequences.
A
Magic
way
always goes well.
we also haven't ever pre-used an edge. If you pre-use edge,
Oh, I don't have any more to use.
you only have 1?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. Yep. That's okay. Yeah, why not? Let's see what happens. So we'll cast it force 9.
Okay.
So I'll have to resist 6 strain. Oof.
And if you get more than 6 hits, you'll have to do physical drain.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
We've got a medic.
Right? It's going to
That's
be
true.
fine.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
That's why you brought me here.
And actually, a medic dealing with physical wounds is better than a medic giving you like stims.
I'm gonna keep that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. So that's still going to be stun damage for your drain.
Okay.
So a 5 damage stun bolt. And your drain roll with 1 off-color die, please,
Okay.
for our custom experiment here.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
So I
So,
get 1 drain.
1 drain. Yep.
Okay. That's fine.
All right. So that one drops to a knee as he goes woozy.
Yeah.
We're talking about there's 2 humans, an orc, and 2 trolls in this group. And one of those trolls like drops to a knee with a loud thud. Right. You actually have the first troll that was like in charge of this group.
Yeah.
You have him wrapped up.
Got it.
All right. The other troll drops to a knee, and you stunned the crap out of one of the orcs.
Yeah.
So. Oh, I think the 1 orc I said, right?
So,
2
yeah,
humans, an orc, and 2 trolls.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the orc is down.
Yes, that's the one you kazapped.
Yeah.
This is a troll that just went to 1 knee, and
Yeah.
there's 2 other humans in the hallway. with
Yes.
us. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're still up. Okay. So stun rounds on my pistol is agility plus firearms.
Agility plus firearms or pistols, if you have that as a skill or anything.
firearms, pistols.
Yeah. And if you wanted to do a headshot, you would subtract 4 dice. If you wanted to try and
No, I'm just gonna stick with.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still stun damage.
Yeah.
It just,
Yeah.
will probably
Wait,
knock him out.
Oh, how much do I need to knock him out with it?
Well, if you hit a headshot, I'm going to knock him out.
Oh, so I just need 1 success.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's lost half of his hit boxes, and if you hit somebody in the head with a rubber bullet, that's
Yeah.
They go down.
the bad day.
Okay. And what is accuracy? Does that matter?
That's how many hits you can keep.
Oh, okay. All right, gotcha. Okay. And okay.
Okay,
Can I edge and
so
re-roll
a little bit of a miss. Yeah, spend 1 edge.
So okay.
And re-roll all of the missed dice, which is all of the
All of
dice. Unfortunately, you cannot go back to not having a headshot.
Yeah.
Right? Does that make sense? Like you're
Right,
committed
yeah.
to the headshot.
Yeah, I'm committed to that shot.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. Different dice.
Yeah.
These are
Those
cursed.
both suck.
Some of them are great. I don't know what happens with you
I've
guys.
mostly been getting the really.
Anyone who rolls for me rolls hits.
One
success.
One success.
Okay.
Nailed it.
Perfectly fine. That troll that dropped to a knee was like, what is it? Boom! Just this plastic bullet flattens against his forehead, and he just tips over backwards onto the floor, and the 2 humans are just like, what?
Oh god.
We're in a pickle. Oh golly.
Oh, golly. Oh, gee
Oh
willikers.
no, will you look at that?
Oh, gee.
Hey.
Oh,
Well, hey
my.
guys, so look, let's just take a breather there, eh?
maybe have a brew.
Yeah. How
This guy
about
fucking
it?
Puppers.
Yeah. How you doing there?
Good and you?
Okay, so now we need to make an initiative check.
Okay.
So your initiative should be noted.
Yep.
I've got a number.
Okay, and roll the die that goes with it. You have your wired reflexes, so use your wired initiative.
Okay.
Just roll 1 die. Okay.
And add it to your initiative
I'm not
score.
sure what my wired reflexes
Well,
add.
my
Oh, it
initiative
adds
is-
an extra die.
Oops.
So you roll 2
fine.
dice.
Oh, hey.
That's
worked,
fine.
worked out for you.
Okay.
It's fine for me, too. Yeah.
My
This is why I like
initiative
having
is, for
these.
some reason,
Shit. Well, that
it-
was a crap roll.
is it 2D of V6 or 2 of
Oh,
any?
and you add them together. You add the numbers together. It's not for hits.
So you
Yeah.
can use like regular,
Yeah.
full, all the numbers are available to you
Yes.
guys.
Oh, I rolled 2d6.
No, you only roll 1. They have a
Oh, they have a
benefit.
special
Yeah.
thing. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
So you should re-roll with like regular dice.
Well, I mean, these still have pips on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did I roll, though?
Oh, well, if you don't remember, then reroll.
So that's it's an
8
plus 7 is
15. Okay. So 15 for Ashen.
I also got
14.
15.
What's your agility?
Is 4.
5.
Okay, so Ashen's going to go first, then Echo.
14?
14. For Gremlin.
7.
Yay!
Yay, you did it!
Hey!
Did it.
Wait, what's
You're here.
What's the character's name again?
Quinn.
Quinn, yeah. Okay,
I don't have a street name.
and can somebody roll 1 die for me, please?
4.
Not bad. All right. We'll go on 6. All right. Ashen, would
Yeah.
you like to invite your troll friend to Dreamland?
I would like to invite my troll friend to Dreamland.
Okay. This isn't much of a roll. If you get like a couple successes, we're done.
How many?
It's your agility plus your unarmed combat.
All right, so that's a lot, because that's 10.
And what I'm picturing now is that you dropped on him, probably like got a noggin hit, and then just wrapped up a sleeper hold.
Yeah.
Your feet are off the ground, but they're getting closer, right? As this person's like,
And that is 1 success.
I mean,
A lot of
honestly,
no hits.
it's fine though. Like you're in a far superior position.
Well.
This thing, the thing. No, that's not fair. This is a
Troll.
person. This
A
troll.
person.
This troll collapses to the ground, and you sort of gently settle to your feet.
Ah.
And this troll was the head of this like little crew, and actually looks like they're probably a department head or something. Like
Cool.
they're down here training these, and they probably shouldn't have to. There's some like key cards and stuff just hanging off, but it's pretty easy to notice right off the bat. The like very obviously phone shaped bulge in the pocket. Scoop that out, and you have a it's a very expensive phone. It's better than your phone. Comlink, I should say. These are called comlinks.
Comlinks.
Is that a comlink in your pocket? Or?
Not anymore.
Plump.
So I'll look up what comlink it is.
Better
But
than an Emperor? I have an Emperor comlink.
Echo, what do you want to do? More Sunbolt? These silly humans.
There's only 2 of them left, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Do these guys look like they have panic buttons on them?
Yeah, they all do.
They all do?
Yeah.
Okay, so we probably want to take them out pretty quickly.
Yeah, ideally this round. If we do, and I'll just say, if we don't stun them all this round, a panic button will go off.
Okay.
Somebody's panic button will go off.
No pressure.
Yeah.
I just don't like gotchas, like...
No, that's fair.
You all would know the stakes in
Yeah.
character, right? This is like common technology.
Yes, I'm gonna cast a stun bolt on
Real
him.
quick, this guy had a Transis Avalon on him, which is a 5,000 new yen comlink,
Shiny.
which probably didn't pay full price for if he got the corporate discount, but to you all, that's a 5,000 new yen comlink. It's incredibly nice.
Nice.
Transis
Score.
Avalon.
Slip that into my pocket.
Yeah,
Is my booty.
yeah.
And also whatever key cards he's got.
Okay. Yes, I'm gonna cast.
Oh, actually, it would make sense. All his key cards are just logged into his phone,
Okay.
right? So you put his thumbprint on it, update the thumbprint to your, you just like
Mine now.
updated password received.
Score.
I'm gonna cast Force 6. They don't seem to be getting that many successes. Ooh, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, yeah, that'll put them down.
They're just
that
human.
guy.
Plump,
Oh,
face plant.
Yeah.
Let's throw my dice everywhere. Sorry, guys.
Yay!
Spiders, get them for me.
Yay!
Thanks, Steve. Oh, the other one's right there. Thank you. Okay.
Oh, I did forget. I was gonna make a point of like content warning spiders at the top of the
Sorry.
because none of us are squicked out by spiders, but like it's a very
Other
common
people
thing,
are.
and
Yeah.
someone remind me next time. Content warning. Okay.
Ooh.
So you're looking at
That is good,
well,
too.
it's only 3 drain, right?
Oh, yeah, so just one
Oh,
drain.
sorry.
Yeah, because it's force -3. and
Wait, can you roll 2 discolored dice?
Oh, right, okay. This one.
No hits? Okay. So you get to keep your hits.
Yay! Okay, yeah, it's force -3, so I had to resist 3, and I got... How many successes? 1, 2, 3?
Okay. No drain.
I'm good.
Great, woohoo!
And you only have 2 drain now, right?
Yes.
Have you been doing your -1 for having a sustained spell?
Yes, I took one out for my
Perfect.
for that spell. And then one
Okay, so that human face plants. We're left with 1 human in the hallway, I believe.
Yep.
If my math adds up, right? Because you just stun baton the crap out of that orc. Yeah. That's Gremlin. It's your turn. So you could kind of go through this guy's stuff if you want, because you stun baton and like I don't know, just let him fall to the ground or whatever.
Oh yeah,
but
basically I like to imagine that it's sort of that cinema reveal where it's like zap, the guy drops, and then like right behind him is Gremlin just
Yeah.
smiling at the other guys with his like, giant
Yeah.
fucking fangs.
Yes.
So you know these two are on the other side of this like last human who's standing. So you could either go after that guy or you could see what this guy has because they have it under control or however.
Oh, I'm gonna go after the last guy.
Okay, great,
Just in case.
because that's the way you do.
Yeah. How far away is this guy?
So walking. I mean, you could just take a few steps.
Okay. I'm just wondering if there's... Does he strike me as being low level where he's not going to have any information that's going to help us?
Probably not.
Okay. Then I'm going to stun him
Okay.
versus trying to keep him leaky time.
Sure. I mean, it's possible that he could have some information about the layout, but like, Ashen's probably going to know more about the layout than this guy.
Okay.
Because
That's
Ashen
fair.
has
Yeah,
worked here.
I worked
Yeah.
here.
Oh yeah, what are you doing to hide your identity here?
I've got the goggles on and a nice little face mask.
Oh, okay. I got
Yeah.
a mouth
And when I
mask,
worked, when I worked here, I had my hair in braids.
Okay.
I braided the hair, so now it's all loose.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Does my sin have anything? Is there?
Yeah, you need to have like gloves and a mask and
Yeah.
something on.
Okay.
So,
Alright.
what do you have?
Gloves and a mask.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll definitely have gloves on and some sort of like, some sort of like bandana.
Okay. So, let's roll your close combat and agility.
Okay.
I like a bandana and a beanie.
Beanie?
Something like that. Yeah.
He's not from
guys-
around these parts.
You guys don't wear those here? I thought they were really cool.
4 successes.
Oh, well, okay. That's done. Okay, so all 5 techs are laid out in the hallway. Reminder: Shadowrun generally isn't really like a loot the bodies kind of game. It's you got to keep moving and
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's next?
Drag them into the hole we came out of.
Okay, now for the record, leaving these guys in there in 140 degrees.
Yeah. That's
They
Right.
might sweat to death, yeah.
Yeah.
What if we drag them behind one of these big, turbine or whatever things that are in here?
Yeah, I mean, the way out of here is all the way over here. So honestly, if you just left them back here,
Okay.
it'll take a while before anyone sees
All right,
them.
cool. Great.
It'll be like somebody going, "Hey, where are you guys?" Oh, they probably fucked off to eat lunch
Yeah.
Cool.
without logging out.
Cool.
And,
Can I give them some sedatives to make sure they stay asleep for a while?
yeah.
something
Roll biotech. Or what do you have?
I have biotech 5. Yeah.
Yeah,
Give 'em the
biotech plus
sleepy
logic.
Okay. What's that?
Give him the sleepy juice.
Yes, sleepy juice. Okay. 9 dice. Okay. It is my med kit rating.
No.
No. Okay.
Not in this case.
Okay.
This is a real basic activity.
Okay. Oh, hey, there we
Oh,
go.
done.
1, 2,
That'll
3, 4,
do.
5, 6
Yeah.
successes.
Yeah, it almost feels like you have more materials than when you started. How did I
Hey,
measure that right? What?
okay. Clearly forgot I packed that.
Yeah.
These guys are going to rip Van Winkle.
I know. Yeah. Hey, if we have a TPK, we wake up as these guys. Yeah. Like a year later.
Yeah.
What happened to Rise Corp?
Okay. Pretty much. Oh, actually, all of these guys have better phones than you guys, though.
Ooh.
If anyone wants an Erica Elite,
I don't know what that is, but yes.
it's better than the Renraku Sensei.
Oh, yeah, then I want that.
Okay. But you'll need time to reformat those, so it's not going to be immediately useful to you.
Just noting that
Are you
we've
showing
got-
off what you got? Or are you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And
Oh my god.
apparently this troll was into rhinestones too, because it's
Nice.
this is a glitter
Boom.
glitter pony
Boom.
phone case.
Shiny.
I like it.
All right.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Wow, my boss got that just before I left. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. And this is the kind of phone that everyone would go like, "Fuck, is that an Avalon?" Like that's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
appropriate response, right? Like it.
Well, yes, it is.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Wait, you're what?
My boss at Crash Cart got one of those. Just as I was leaving, they were just coming out. Yeah, that phone is tight.
Yeah.
These look pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, we should keep
Yeah.
moving.
So around this side of the, there's a stairway up into the main part of the facility. What time did we come here? What time of day?
Well,
Well, what do we know about the the workers' schedules?
Yeah, is it
are
a
there more
24-hour?
people? Are there more people during the day?
Oh yeah, way more people during the day. It's pretty much just security at night.
Yeah, we would probably just come at night.
Yeah, we just waited like an hour after sort of the main shift ended.
Okay.
If there's any sort of like shift changeover between sort of like day shift to night shift,
Okay, so that
like try to time it as close to like that point where there's basically we're one of the least
Okay.
number of people.
I like that. Do you have corporate etiquette?
Do I have corporate etiquette?
I do.
I do not. I have corporate knowledge.
Or security systems? Anyone have that?
I got regular etiquette, but
I have corporate etiquette specifically.
Okay. So,
It's one of the reasons I don't work for Crash Cart anymore.
I shoot things.
Echo,
Yeah.
please roll corporate etiquette plus logic, which
Okay.
is not usually paired up with logic, +1 for your friend's experience of being on the floor.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to give you a +1 and ignore one of your ones, just in case it comes to
Okay.
that.
Well, that means no ones and one success.
Hey, that's a thing. You all successfully calculate when it's going to be a good shift change based on your experience and your understanding of living in corporate life, and you plot a good time to show up. The shifts are in the process of changing. You can move through the base floor. Basically, you come out in the loading area.
Oh,
right.
cool.
This is where you would pull up a truck, unload everything. And it's kind of separated away from where you would go up to the offices. So it's also not a place you've been to a bunch.
Right.
But from here, we can either sneak around to go up to the offices if you want to try and do that. There's going to be almost no one there in the offices. Or the idea that there's a secret basement, we could try to investigate. You have no evidence that there actually is a basement. It's just a rumor among the
Right.
people who work here. It's probably
And
untrue.
remind me exactly what our task is.
You've been hired by Hutch the orc gunrunner, who has a client who wanted you to come in here, acquire a sample of the syringe, a working sample of the device, and the data research that went into it, erasing it. Not erasing it from the database, but they want like a clean copy from the database and no evidence that you were ever here.
Got it. All right.
So we might be able to get the data from upstairs, possibly, but I doubt the sample is going to be
in the offices now. No,
Everything you've ever seen is marketing, promotion,
Right, yeah,
sales.
I didn't see any of that.
Partnerships with like
Right.
Crash Cart and building all that stuff. So.
Was there any indication of there being a lab, like a lab floor, or like a R&D area?
You have seen a lab where they test the red stuff upstairs by the office, yeah.
All right. Let's try the lab.
But the lab gets trays of, you know those like blue things that they carry test tubes in?
Yeah.
They bring those up, but with red syringes.
Got it.
Right? They'll bring them up like 12 at a time from somewhere. And that place is not behind glass.
Right.
It is not anywhere you've ever seen. You don't know where the syringes come from.
Right.
But you've seen the samples up there.
I've seen the samples upstairs in the offices.
Right. And
So
they're
they
doing
may-
like animal testing on them.
They may have some there.
We should let the animals out.
Oh yeah, we're 100% letting the animals out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Then we
Okay.
gotta go upstairs.
So keep in mind, part of your deal with Hutch was that there's no indication that you were here.
Okay.
So you've already got some knocked out people downstairs, which, no security footage because you also have Bones in the building who's like blocking out where you're
Right.
going, looping footage, that sort of thing. Some people knocked out downstairs, they're going to be blamed for taking naps, right? People are going to say, oh, they attacked us. Like, well, the footage doesn't show that.
Yeah,
It
no
shows
one
you
attacked
just
you.
laid down to take a nap. So.
All right. We may not be able to let the animals go, but we'll see.
We'll let them go when we take down the whole corporation.
Before we explode the building, yes.
Well, yes, obviously.
That's stage 2.
Yeah, but this is phase 1.
Yeah, this is phase 1. We just need to get paid.
That's true. We're gonna need more money to take down the corporation
Right.
itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Upstairs?
Explode the building?
Later. Not today.
Okay. Not today. Jesus.
And you hear this like throaty smoker's laugh in the distance, just and then it's gone.
I'm like, not today.
I want to look through the guy's key cards and just sort of like try to match them to floors and areas.
Yeah, well, he just has a like RFID on his phone.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just he can, anywhere that he can go, the light turns green and the door opens.
All right, cool. So let's make our way to the most internal stairway to make our way to the office level.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna need a group stealth check. I'm going to treat this like a skill challenge. So if you don't have sneaking and you'd like to contribute some other skill, or you're not confident in your sneaking ability, you have some other way to contribute to the group sneak, I'm open to that. But we will all roll something, get X number of successes, before we get X number of ones, right? It's not going to be half ones. I'm just going to track it.
Is it just sneak or sneak plus agility?
It would be sneak plus agility.
Okay.
Or if you want to make a case for using a different skill because you're contributing to the group in a different way, I'm open to that.
Okay.
Okay. Definitely I'm gonna stick with sneaking and agility.
Okay.
I think I'm okay with that, yeah.
Okay, great. So it's still the same thing. We're going to need X hits before X ones. I'm still refining how skill challenge is going to work in this, so I'm going to go with my gut to see how this goes. So first roll
First roll.
is 2 hits,
Two
no
hits,
ones.
No ones.
2, 0.
And I'm at -1 to all my rolls, not just magic?
Correct.
Okay.
The only thing you're not at a -2 is your drain resistance.
Okay.
A runner.
It's okay. 1, 2, 3. 3 successes, no ones.
3, no ones.
One of each.
One more. And a 1.
Yep.
Ooh, dang.
And 4 successes. So no, 5 successes and a 1.
Fuck.
Ooh.
5?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that did it.
I'm very sneaky.
I knew in my head I wanted 10 successes, but I didn't know how many 1s you were likely to get.
Yeah.
So I was like, I should probably just, go easy on it and wing it. But like, I think,
Yeah. Pretty sneaky.
yeah, I think next time what we'll try is loosely like the number of hits you need and a third of that for 1s,
All right,
Right.
that makes sense.
because it is actually the math I think plays out with that.
All right.
Also, it's a good opportunity for me to say pretty sneaky, sis.
What's that from?
That was pretty sneaky for me.
Right? Connect 4?
I don't know what you're saying.
Okay. Just imagine it's street speak.
Okay. Copy that. All right. You make your way through the warehouse component. You duck around crates and forklifts and avoid the guards who are wandering around. The guards on foot are like Barrens folk who were hired to be here,
Oh, cool.
right?
Okay.
There are also drones, but Bones has that situation under control.
Thank you, Bo.
And this is going very smoothly. Basically, nothing can go wrong at this point.
Oh, yeah.
And you find your way to there is a stairwell up one side, which basically you have to go up 2 floors of stairs to get to where the office level is. Office, barracks, and basic research and stuff. There's kind of the floor plan of a Costco supports a lot of space, so it's just suspended up. Basically, the roof of the Costco is the top of that. Does that make sense? So it's just scooted up there.
Okay. So it's not a tall building.
Well, Costco's are about 3 stories tall, so
It's not like a skyscraper.
no. It's more like a big flat lozenge.
Okay.
Yeah, IKEAs are even taller than this, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, you make it up to the living area / offices / R&D, or at least basic R&D.
Right.
Right. Where are you headed?
Let's,
I think we want to hit the lab first to get
Yeah.
the sample, yeah?
Is this where we flash back to where you guys are looking over the blueprints and the plan? Of
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, you guys are looking over the plan of the building, and I'm like, hey, you guys planning something?
I love it.
Yeah.
And you would know something about corporate layout and all that.
And I start talking about like, oh well, if that's the R&D lab, then the medical lab's going to be over here, and they'll have have security at these checkpoints.
And this is a fresh, like, by the book, BAB layout of whatever corporate doublespeak you want to throw at it. You're pretty familiar with how this should work.
Right? Yeah, they totally synergize the harmonies there.
Yeah.
This is why we have to take them down.
Oh, my God.
So, you're making your way through. You have, looked at these floor plans. You've all studied it. You know where you're going. You're, those of you with AR in your glasses or your eyeballs, there's a little marker, and Bones is kind of bringing you along. And then she's like, "Oh, hide!" And you duck back as somebody's coming along with they're in their like robe and slippers, and they're on their way to the spa.
Oh. Cool.
Little things that you couldn't possibly account for, right? Just those random elements. And you hear in that smoky, throaty voice, hide yourself. And you know that it means try to mask your astral signature.
Yeah.
And so
Okay.
what I would like you to do is roll astral perception plus magic. We're sort of reversing astral perception, but I know you have the ability to be astral chameleon, and so you're trying to make yourself look not magical.
Oh, okay. All right. So my magic plus Astral perception.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a sensing?
Yeah, a sensing. Sorry.
Okay.
Because you're trying to figure out, oh, what am I hiding myself from? Like, what should I,
Yeah.
you know?
Okay. Three successes.
And just the 2 ones,
Just
right?
the 2 ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
So briefly you switch to being dual, and you have astral perception as you're like working this weave. You all see Echo also like pause, do some weird hand gesture shit, and a floating eye comes down the hallway that nobody else can see. But you just kind of flatten yourself against the wall, and you feel yourself become the wall.
Ooh,
right, like,
neat.
and then it's gone. And then you hear, "You owe me."
Okay, thanks.
No problem. Am I eating the microphone again?
Maybe?
Probably.
I think it's you.
It probably is.
Sorry.
Don't do that. Is it still making a noise?
Well, it is now because you're adjusting your microphone over there, Jay.
Sorry.
Adjust this.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yay. Okay.
Okay.
So what was that?
Well, there was a floating eye.
Cool.
Don't worry, the fire spirit told me to hide. I just owe him for later. It'll be fine.
All right.
So, Jay, you realize you're now in a part of the building that's managers,
Right.
You haven't really set foot here before, and it didn't occur to you how nice it was.
Yeah, no, this was pretty nice.
And right away you pass in front of a vending machine. This vending machine is not like any vending machine you've seen before. This vending machine has aged wines,
Wow.
cheeses,
Ooh, I like
some
cheese.
fine cuts of meat.
Ooh.
This is, we want to provide for our managers, but we also need to do it efficiently because we're not going to have a full-on kitchen here.
Right.
But it's a number of things. It's set up to spend, Rise bucks.
Yeah.
Oh, the corporate store.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But these are genuinely good brands.
All right.
That's in there, and it sort of feels like you're being offered something. So we're going to use the seducer's move to resist.
I'm going to resist this.
Taking what's being offered, because Bones can just unlock the machine for you.
I know, but I'm going to resist this.
Yeah.
What's the...
Let's see. Where was that? Yes, I can do that. Which one are you? 4?
4.
This one is here.
Thank you. It's just a little loud.
Yep.
Cool.
Is that? Can you tell the difference?
Yeah. That's
Okay,
way
good.
better. Okay. Thank you.
Seducer. That's what I'm looking for. Searchable PDFs.
Also, I want this machine to exist because I want to
Right?
eat food from it.
Yeah, me too.
Sorry.
Like, holy
Oh,
crap.
man.
Ditto.
Gimme.
Like a sous vide filet mignon. Just open the pouch. It's just,
Oh, you're just making it worse.
Okay, here it is. Let's roll charisma plus willpower, and you need 3 hits
Charisma plus willpower.
to avoid
6.
pursuing a vice or indulgence when it is made available. It's not even offered, it's when it's made available.
That would
Is
be
that-
2.
Okay, so you could spend an edge to re-roll the failed dice, or help yourself to a few things in that machine.
I'm going to spend an edge and re-roll it.
Because you're a professional Shadowrunner.
We are not on. That is not our mission. Got to stay focused. Though I could.
However, everyone does notice this pause, right? Like this is a. Oh, no, you re-roll all the failed dice.
all the field dice. Oh, great.
Yeah.
So, well, that was a 1.
is he?
And
Isn't
this
he?
guy.
Oh, and this one.
Hey,
Oh, hey.
okay, you made it. So
So yeah, you notice me. I stand No. Nope, not today.
Yeah, because like as soon
Not
as you
today, Satan.
pause, Bones is like, "Yeah, which one do you want?" Oh,
Nope.
Okay, never
Not
mind.
today. We should divide and conquer. I know, but just for efficiency's sake, I want to go back to the corporate offices because I've got Jane's login or Les whatever the login from the old boss to get files. While you all go to the lab to collect samples.
Wait, you're suggesting going off by yourself?
Yes.
How dilated are his eyes right now?
The same as before.
I'm good. I'm still good. I'm great.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this plan.
I just think it'll be easier if you guys go get the samples.
Let's make charisma plus negotiation. Because I should note that he actually is sounding very persuasive, but I'm going to have you roll willpower in a second here. Okay. So if you want to do willpower
successes.
plus negotiation or something else, if there's another sort of
I do have negotiation.
Okay.
So I can use that.
negotiation plus willpower.
That's so many successes. This is not going to go well. Although I've got 3
3?
successes.
Okay, so 3 to 4, right?
3 to 4.
Okay. So the argument is persuasive. Now, how you want to act on that is up to you. I'm not going to force your
Okay.
character to do something, but take that into account that like he sounds lucid and responsible and not the like a junkie trying to get a fix or something. Like it sounds like he's making a wait, is Ashen they?
No,
I forget him. Okay, great.
he, him.
I had a character named Ash who was they then, and that's what I keep thinking of.
If we're going to split up, then let's split up evenly. There's 4 of us. Nobody should be off on their own right now.
It just seems like it'd be more efficient if I could just zip down there, get the things, and be gone.
Does anybody else want to weigh in on this?
I don't like it, but you're not entirely wrong. Right.
Which thing are you talking about doing by yourself?
Going to the offices to get the files.
Bones over the headset says, also, it's not that weird if somebody sees him there. He's just dressed weird. He could get
Yeah.
out of a sticky situation on his
Here,
own.
Ashen, take some spiders with you just in case.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
They'll be able to let me know if you get in trouble.
All right. I'll
you
take
take
some.
some
I'll
spiders,
take
you
some
can-
spiders. I'll take some spiders.
And you hear, oh, he's so quiet. Like they really, like it feels nice.
Oh, they like you.
Oh, good, cool, fine.
Keep an eye on him, okay, Steve?
Spiders. Come ça. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm all right.
You said, Steve, keep an eye on him. You want me to go with him?
You're not Steve, it's okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay, because I thought you thought my name was Steve.
No, your name's Quinn.
Thank you. Yes. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Steve are the spiders.
All the spiders are Steve?
A little bit, yeah.
Not really, but close enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's too many names to remember.
You're going off by yourself.
Yeah.
He's not alone now.
You're going to have to trust her on this, because,
Okay.
reasons.
And Bones says, I got it covered. I'll let you know.
No. You
I can call the ball on this.
go with them to lab.
Yes, the lab.
Yeah.
Yes, for sample. You with them.
Yeah, I know what a sample is.
Okay, good. You seem real confused, so I'm just trying to help
This is
you.
fun.
Got it. Right,
So-
got it. Yeah.
All right?
All right.
Go with them, lab,
So,
samples.
We split up. Out of character, do any of you or do you need a bio break? Because then I'll work with the other group. No?
Well, I can use a little break.
Okay. So you're going bio break. We'll do your lab visit. Oh, God.
Yikes.
Bunkerific.
You're okay.
It's okay.
Earthquake!
Just on the other side of the table.
Okay, so lab visit.
It's like Star Trek gaming.
You all find the lab,
yeah.
and the trick that we're running into right now that we weren't able to anticipate is Bones is able to shut down all the monitoring equipment because that's on the same network, but apparently the access is not on the network, which Bones didn't realize until just now.
Oh.
Right? Like, she thought she had, like, reasonably thought she had control of the entire facility, but she's just now discovering, like, oh shit, I actually can't open that door. I don't know what to do.
And Ashen has the big passcodes.
Yeah.
Well, and Bone says, well, I don't know if that technician's card would get through this door. Like, this is air-gapped.
I don't know what
Shit.
air means.
She doesn't expect you to. Do you say that in character?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I actually say it means it's physically separated from the network. I say it in English.
Oh, okay. It's like two different spells. Got it.
Right.
No, it's not like spells at all. Bones is like, you can see her, like, she's a little like, no. That's not accurate. Because we know Bones is precise.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
you know.
It's actually exactly like spells.
So, I can keep, I can tell you, there's lots of time before anyone comes around that corner, but you all have to figure out a way through that door. I don't have it.
Yeah.
Can we just break it?
Well, we don't want to leave evidence that we were in there, ideally.
Yeah, this is the spot you're, like, if you can break in and get it, but you're not going to get your full pay. Or possibly zero pay if Hutch backs out of the deal. That's out of character explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if there's anything, like, magical I can do.
Well, what kind of device is on the door keeping it barricaded? Is it a keypad? Is it a card key thing? I mean, like...
It's a keypad and a retinal scanner.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Didn't you say something about a floating eye?
Well, I don't think that's the eye that it's looking for. That
Probably
one was
good
like...
point. Yeah. Is there? Can we find a vent or something?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I found something. If you go down to the next room into the supply closet, you should be able to get up through the. Echo should be able to get up through the vent that I'm looking at,
Okay.
and because you're fairly broad, right? Because you're strong.
We're the same size.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you were like a little thicker.
No.
No? Okay. All right. Well, Bones' perception is that Echo's smaller than you.
Okay. Well, let's try it, because I don't know how to get through that. Short of
Yeah.
trying to destroy it.
Well, then
Yeah,
let's
she
go through the
can't
vent
hack it,
and...
is it?
Well, the other option is I could try to put this on automate and come down and hack that lock myself, but I'd have to do it in person. I'd have to come out of my room.
What if we could hack it? Do we need the retinal scanner?
No, I can bypass that, but I won't be able to watch the full security plan.
Let's
And-
see if I can go through the vent, because then I should be able to open it from the inside. Presumably.
We hope so.
Oh, yeah. Actually, with your like tactical gear and all your guns, you do take up more physical space. than
Got
she
it.
does.
Okay.
Just on a practical level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because otherwise we're, like, pretty much indistinguishable.
My
Yeah.
electronic skill doesn't help with hacking, right? It's
Well, for
totally
this it
different
would,
thing.
because you're
Okay.
trying to bypass a physical object, and that's what electronics does.
Can I try that?
Yes.
And I have analytical mind, which is +2 dice to any logic test involving pattern recognition, evidence analysis, clues, and puzzles.
This is kind of a puzzle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So logic plus electronics. It's not great, but it's there, and plus 2 dice.
Okay. Now, also with this roll, it's going to be rolling against you. This is going to be an opposed roll.
Okay.
Okay. So whoever gets more successes wins.
Okay.
Right. I'm going to roll 6 dice.
Okay.
So, trying to think of anything else we might need to add to this.
Can Bones help me by talking me through certain things?
Well, that again runs the risk of Bones not focusing on
Yeah.
on the bigger picture.
Can I help? I have analytical mind and a pretty decent logic.
Yeah. Why don't you just roll your logic?
Okay.
Or unless anybody else has electronics specifically, that would be number one helpful way. Okay, let's
It's just me.
let's roll your logic
Okay.
with you get +2 from analytical mind, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the most Bones helps you with is like how to pry the thing off the wall without setting off alarms.
Yeah.
So you get that much. Okay,
I
so
got 2 successes.
okay, so every 2 of those is going to give you an extra die.
Okay.
Okay.
Every 2 successes is going to give me...
Every her help, you get
She
one
got
more
2
die.
successes, so I get 1 more die.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. All right.
And you're just going to roll versus my 6 dice. Who gets to roll my 6 dice?
Who's going to do it poorly?
I'll take this bullet.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Hey, human with all that edge.
Yeah. We're going to flash back to where I was getting fired from Crash Cart because I had...
Oh, you know what? Look, I'm retroactively.
Yeah.
This is what I was trying to get my brain to think of. We're gonna say you spent the edge ahead of time. All right, and then we're gonna re-roll anyway. Right.
Yeah.
And if you spend the edge ahead of time, you add your entire edge score as dice.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So what is your actual edge attribute? 3. So you're gonna add 3 dice to this.
Okay.
And any 6s you roll, like if you pre-spend the edge, 6s explode.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sweet.
Okay. So yes, that's awesome. Let's do it that way. Yeah, because I actually was kind of a troublemaker, and
Okay, so we're flashing back to you like a couple years ago,
yeah,
breaking into a lock kind of like this.
yes, yeah.
Okay.
Back when I was at Crash Cart and I was getting things to sell.
Okay.
In order to.
Well, let's
Yeah.
roll them.
I have a little bit of familiarity with these kinds of keypads.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, so set all your hits to
Hey.
the side,
Okay. It's pretty good.
and ones. Save your ones as well.
So that's 5 hits and 1 miss.
And that's 3 6s, so roll 3 more dice.
Okay. Nothing.
Okay. Well, still, 5 hits is going to be very hard. I mean, it's basically
Yeah.
impossible for 6 dice to beat you.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's keep it that way.
Yeah,
Brave.
there's no way. Hey!
Yes.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Okay.
I did it!
So,
No successes.
not only do you bypass this
Yes.
thing, you just reach under the panel without looking, and you're like, "Yep,
Yeah.
that's the thing." Click. Pretend like you have a retinal.
Right.
Yep, that's the. And in the future, if we come across retinal scanners, you'll have a +2 to deal with retinal
Ooh, nice.
scanners. So
Okay.
just note that, maybe near electronics or something like that. And yeah, you trigger the scanner. The door isn't 100% sure who just scanned in, but it knows it got a legitimate retinal scan. Like, I didn't check the database, but the database said it was okay. Like, sleepy
Just a
time.
little
Beautiful.
trick and a switch and a boop,
Yeah,
and we're in.
Hey.
yeah. And
Nice.
and Bones is like, damn, dude, where'd you find this guy?
I think he found us.
Um,
Okay.
Good job,
So-
Quinn. That was awesome.
You all go into the lab. There's a psh as the
like
door
the Shadowrunner
opens. The air is stringent, and it's clear this room was bleached and disinfected, and it's just strong with those kinds of odors. You can see a lot of rats in cages, and very sad, but that's what's here. A lot of animals waiting to be tested on,
Buddies.
and several big metal refrigerator drawers with which is what bones, and you've seen these things come in and then they get put away because there's big glass here. Anybody could walk by and watch, observe the fun animal testing room. Like, yeah, miss on that tone shift. Gross. But it's really just those metal drawers you want.
Yeah, so we'll go pop those open.
Was there any sort of security on them or anything, or they just
No, you went through the security already. These are just drawers.
sweet? We should probably only take a couple.
Yeah.
They're gonna notice. Well, they're gonna notice even if one is missing.
Yeah, they probably have them cataloged and tracked, but as long as actually, if we could find some empty tubes and maybe just pour a little bit out of each one, not unlike Dad's liquor cabinet.
That's exactly what I was thinking was the liquor cabinet.
All right. So you pull open the first drawer, and there's like 24 slots for stuff to go into. Almost all of them have a little red light on them, but then there are 6 tubes, right, injectors sitting there with green lights on them. So it looks like a pegboard, right? There's like little square to set all these things in, and that's what you're looking at. So you have 18 empty ones and 6 with green lights, and like a little barcode on the rounded glass backing of it.
Do we get the feeling if we take one of those out that it's gonna trigger one of the lights?
Sure seems like it.
Do we have any way to siphon this up?
Look around, search the room for some sort of a syringe that I can.
Oh, you'd be pretty familiar with medical technology.
I do actually have a skill in medical procedure.
Okay, let's roll that.
Well, didn't you use some of your supplies to make sure those guys went night-night for a while?
I did.
Did you keep any of the empties?
Yeah, I always keep the empties. Recycling. Leave the world a better place. Nah. So
I like that.
Yeah.
Are you down any edge?
Yeah, I have 0 edge.
Gain 1 edge.
Yay!
Nice.
Brilliant idea.
Okay.
So I'll just look for something where I can siphon off.
Yeah, you figure out how to carefully open it because there's enough kind of dead air in there. I mean, you've all completely contaminated the sample.
Yeah.
But it's
yeah. It's fine.
Yeah. And you pull some out. Did you want to pull a little out of all of them that's just going to be time consuming, or just get most of it out of one?
Let's see if we can do a little out of all of them.
Okay.
So that
we'll come back to that.
Yeah.
You two are on lookout, I'm sure.
Yes.
You feel almost cut off from magic. This is a bad place you're in.
Okay, we're gonna need to hurry up. It's not good in here, you guys.
And the spiders that are on you are drooping.
Spiders don't like it.
And you've had to catch a couple of them and go back in my hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a pretty shitty place, but yeah, if the spiders don't like it,
It's not good.
no.
Okay. You are heading over to the...
So I'm slipping, heading towards the corporate offices
to get that data done.
to try to find the nearest corporate office.
Yep. Yeah, you wind up in Layla Gold's office.
Oh, yeah. Nice. I remember this office. I remember her. Good times.
Yep.
Good times. We were good friends. Yeah. Along the way, I remove my mask and my goggles
Okay.
and sort of quickly braid up my hair a little bit.
Oh, sure.
And just sort of like try to hide my accoutrement so that I look like if someone sees me, they'll be like, "Oh, hey."
Yeah, maybe you just got like a tracksuit or something.
Yeah, what
on,
are you doing here? So I can blend in a little bit better.
Okay.
Maybe grab a file folder off someone's desk, like file important. I gotta deliver.
All right. Well, Bones checks in and says, "Yeah, no one's in her office. I can pop that door for you if you want."
Pop the door, try to use whatever RFID, and then I sit down at her desk and.
And when the door opens, the office presence is like the Alexa of the office. Right? I don't want to set off people's shit. It's not an ALEXA,
Right.
but it is that type of device.
Right,
Says, "Welcome, Commander Gold. What can I prepare for you?"
Commander.
You say that out loud?
No, I'm not. I'm like, that's an interesting. I
Welcome, Gold Leader.
I request all the files on the STIM project. All available files.
Voice recognition not matched. Please speak again.
I'm gonna fool this thing. Can I just ignore it?
It just didn't do what you asked because it thinks you don't sound like Layla.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit at the desk, and I'm trying to remember if I know that I like cloned her whole computer.
Yeah.
So I've still got that thing. So I'm like, I look for the port. Or
Oh yeah,
whatever
there's a
USB
little like
port,
docking station in
Yep,
the
so just-
desk. Yeah.
plug that in and fire up her files.
Okay.
And again, navigate towards anything that's secret, secluded, whatever.
Okay. So Bones says, "Hey, can I like hot swap into your glasses?"
Do your thing, Bones.
Okay. So you see this little like green light go on, and you can kind of see like an image of her too, of like. She's like, "Okay, check that file," and she's basically piloting you
Right.
as
Yep.
her
Totally
drone. But roll 8 dice for me,
Roll 8 dice.
and somebody else roll 6.
I'll do it.
I don't know. Mac did a pretty good job as bad guy.
Right.
So that's 2 successes, 1-1.
Okay, Mac, or did you want to take a turn at bad guy?
We could each roll 3.
Yeah.
Twin powers.
6, 6, 6.
Watch.
Just the one.
Just
the
the
one.
one.
And you had 2, right?
I had 2.
Okay.
We each rolled a 1.
Yay.
So, with you and Bones combined, you're able to find all of the research data. It does look like Layla Gold does not have access to this stuff. So you've like hacked through some barriers, but used her as a starting place. Mm-hmm. So she might get in trouble for this.
Oh,
Will I get in trouble for this?
You will not.
Then I don't care.
Not a problem.
But poor Layla Gold.
Not my problem.
Oh, okay.
Shouldn't have been a corporate shill, should
Yeah.
she?
Have you learned your lesson?
Nope.
One of the other things I asked Bones to do is to look into the inventory. Whatever, like if there are any inventory numbers of what's on site, record that.
Oh yeah, like shipping ingredients and
Shipping
stuff like
ingredients, but also inventory of like not just overly metagame, but like samples on
Yeah.
the site.
that. What's your total edge score?
2 right now.
Okay, please roll. No, your total attribute, not.
Oh, the attribute is 3.
is 3. So please roll 4 dice for me. You're not spending any edge. This is like a luck roll.
That's 4. That would be 0 luck for me.
Okay. Got it.
Boo. So yeah, just sort of trying to like get all the paperwork available, and once we basically shaken everything out of this tree, Okay, Bones.
Don't
Let's
shake
back,
the trees.
let's back ourselves out.
Oh, I was going to
Okay.
say make like a tree and leaf.
That,
all
don't
right.
shake them. They grab
So
back.
you hit the download button and you're watching that progress bar.
Yep.
Wait, don't go backwards.
Don't go backwards.
That's just a lie.
Yeah.
What is this, a Microsoft update?
Yes. And we flash back to a couple days ago of the scene where Rooster is convincing you that Quinn is somebody who could be trusted, which probably wasn't a big stretch anyway. But knowing that, Bones is deep in Rise Corp, and that cover is great, having her deep cover. And Unique's character,
Talia.
Yes.
Talia, thank you.
Remember, because there was the joke about should she be called Shoria.
Oh, yeah, that was good. Talia is quite injured and, may not be going out in the field again. Just trying to figure out her shit. The scene is the 5 of you sitting around talking, right? The 4 of you plus Rooster, right? Adam, do you have a card that you want to read off for us?
I do.
We have some of our Decima cards
Yes.
customized for our new player.
Yes. I think, I like all of them, but I just I'm not sure which one is most apropos in this moment.
It could be something that happened earlier in the week and is just
You know
now
what,
coming up.
I find myself strangely drawn to Echo. What captures your attention? And it's you've noticed that I watch you very carefully when you do magic, especially, and I seem to be really fascinated by that. But what's more is that whenever I'm around you, the spiders, like a bunch of them jump over to me and just kind of chill out on my shoulder.
Aw.
And and
Spider friend.
I'm a spider
Steve
friend.
will remember this.
Yeah. Yes.
Spider friend. Good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. The spiders seemed very chill with me. Yeah.
That's a good sign.
Yeah. Yeah. And I haven't. I'm thinking I haven't been here long. I've only arrived at Greenwood maybe a week ago at the most, maybe. So, but yeah, I clearly. But I've been staying with Jane and when we both smile, you can see we have the exact same mouth,
That jawline.
right? Yeah,
and
yeah. And if she was a 22-year-old boy, then she would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But yeah, that's so. I think maybe we were sitting around talking about this, and I'm trying to tell you guys no, I actually have some skills that can be really useful. The Shadowrun thing seems kind of cool. I think that sounds like a lot of fun, and I've done some stuff. I know a few things, and then some spiders just sort of
Stick it to the
jump
man.
over. Yeah.
Yeah. If she noticed that, she'd be like, "The
Yeah.
spiders like him, Gremlin."
Well, that's a good sign.
This one's
Yeah,
good.
that's a big vote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the crucial spider.
That's a quorum. Yeah.
Very key.
Yeah.
Got the spider vote wrapped up.
Yeah. And also, but I also tell you how I worked for Crash Cart for 3 years. I had an internship as a combat medic. I can handle myself, and I might have some information that can help.
Yeah.
Also, spiders.
You want to take down the corporations, and that's a big plus.
Yeah. Right? And they're ruining everything.
They're evil, obviously.
I mean, kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
As long as they get their money first, I don't
Okay.
care.
So we
Right.
snap back to the lab,
So
and to you finishing up in Gold's office, and Bones fucking panicking.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
she's not getting words out all the way. She's, everybody go, hide, get out, go. And is just, like, trying to bring up data for you to look at. And she has a picture of Varma coming out of, like, nowhere, right? You're looking at security footage and just walks through a wall, and you realize that wall is just fake, right? It's like a security footage wall, and it may be like a hologram or something as well, but whatever it is, Varma just walks out of there and is coming up the stairs and is pretty much headed for the lab.
Okay.
All right.
Has like a couple red vials in his hand.
Like, close enough, like, does it seem like there's time for us to exit the lab through the door?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
It's just Bones is freaking out because this
Sure.
is real bad.
Yep, this is bad.
To the supply
Oh,
closet?
and sorry, Varma and their security head of security is
Okay.
with
Oh,
them.
okay.
Oh, good.
But
Yeah.
it's just the two of them.
Which we know is a good shot.
Yeah,
So when
let's-
we came into the lab, like from the door, what's the layout there? Is there another way for us to go other than the one way that we came from, which it sounds like they're coming from?
No. They're coming around and they're going to come up to the door you came in.
Oh,
And that's the only way in or out, which also helps keep this a clean room.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, but we do have time to get out that door.
yes.
Supply closet.
Supply closet.
Yeah, you just have to, like, go,
Yeah.
and sneak.
Okay, I'm
So-
gonna
Okay.
book it towards the supply closet
Yeah.
quietly then.
Okay, so let's do a
Quiet
group
booking.
sneak.
Okay.
Do I roll this one as well, or?
No. We're going to do
Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
9 hits before 3 ones. See if that
Okay.
balances out.
One less. Okay. 2 of each.
2 and 1. Okay.
2 successes and 2 ones.
Oh, 2 ones.
2 ones.
Oh, that's not great.
Ooh.
Good job.
4 successes and 1 1.
Okay, so we're at 3 ones. Go ahead.
And 2 successes and 2 ones.
Okay. All right, so we only got to 8 successes. And a fair number of ones.
Yes. It's fine. It's fine.
boy.
Everything's fine.
All right. Jay, you're watching this happen.
Yep.
Bones is like showing you the feed.
Okay. How close to downloaded am I on the card?
It's downloaded.
Cool.
You're
Grab
good
that.
to go. You have a couple options. If you can somehow delay Varma, they will get away.
Got it.
If you don't delay Varma, we're in a gun battle with the CEO and the head of security.
That definitely gets in the way of not anyone noticing we're here.
Right. But if you can somehow, and like if you came out of Gold's office, you know, they're coming up the stairs, they're going to go towards the lab
Yep.
because you just came from the lab. You have the opportunity to intercept them if you think you can like hold a conversation for any amount of time. You'll give them enough time to get to cover.
Okay. Where's that vending machine?
It's kind of halfway back to. It's actually right about where you would meet them if you like ran out right now.
All right. So I run out right now. I tell Bones, open the wine.
Open the wine. Oh, okay. Like just open the vending machine.
Open the vending machine.
Yeah. Okay. It's like chunk 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 as you. It's actually probably more of a like. Gently serving this expensive bottle of red.
I undo some of the braid on the thing. And is this I assume it's a twist open
No.
bottle of wine.
No, this is very nice.
They make very nice twist ups.
It's a cork, but it has like a little corkscrew attached
Yeah,
to it.
like come on, it's a vending machine. I got to be able to
disposable
just open this thing.
Even better, you're a physical adept.
Not true.
There should be that perfect angle.
Yeah. Boop, bing, bing. Pop it. So I do that. What am I rolling here?
Double agility.
Double agility. So that's 10.
Double agility all the way. What does it mean?
He's gonna drink that wine.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh man. So it's actually one success.
That's all right. That's all right. You lined
That's
it
all
up.
you need.
You, I'm gonna have you take 1 stun damage as you like bruise your knuckle. Like your finger goes dead as you flick the bottom of the bottle. Have you guys ever seen somebody actually do this?
No,
You
I
hit
never
the
have.
bottom of a wine bottle just right. You can pop the cork out. It's fucking wild.
That's so
That's
crazy.
bananas.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So yeah,
don't
I popped
understand why
that.
we're not drinking wine right now.
I like messily swig some and spill some, and then run right into Varma
Okay.
and spill as much of the bottle of wine on Varma as humanly possible.
Okay. So, you're watching this happen because you're actually not drunk and you have very active reflexes. As you're coming out, the security. Did we name the head of security?
I feel like we did, but I can't remember.
It was an orc, right?
Who shot him? Yeah. Shot them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's say it's an orc woman. Orc woman. And maybe we don't know her name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just head of security so far.
Yeah.
Well, you would know her name. She's Lee.
Baronetus Lee?
What?
Baronetus?
What is that?
No.
No, like Southeast Asian Lee.
Lee.
So-
All right, great. Cool.
So, as you are on the right track to like bump into Varma,
Yeah.
but Lee very smoothly is like whoa, and just has her hand on your chest
Yep.
before you can make contact with him, unless you can do like a cool move. Stumble, make it look accidental. Because if you push past her on purpose, it's all.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, that is not the goal. I want to stumble just enough to spill wine on Varma.
Okay, we're gonna roll agility plus negotiation. Okay,
Nice. I like that.
All right. So that's
'cause I like where you're going with this, but it's a little odd.
so that's
Oh,
1, 2,
shit.
3 successes.
Okay,
Nice.
No ones.
now I'm gonna roll Lee's willpower to see. Can somebody roll 4 for me, please? Just to see through your bullshit. She does not, and in fact glitches.
Glitches.
And you spill wine on both of them.
Yep.
And they're extremely irritated with you.
And I give the whole congratulations! We're big winners!
Oh, this is unacceptable.
This is the best day!
You are not. You do not work here anymore.
What? What? We were just
Go back to your
celebrating.
room and pack your things.
We were
You're
just,
done
I
here.
was what? We've had this great
Lee
success.
and Lee just kind of like puts your arm behind your back. Mm-hmm. All right, you let her do that.
Oh yeah, totally.
And is marching you back towards your room because she's already like facial recognized you and like is marching you towards your room.
Oh man.
And-
Oh, come on, you guys. It's a good day. It was like, man. I can walk. I'm fine.
Roll 4 more dice. You want hits. Okay.
1 hit, 1 miss.
All right. So Varma is still like brushing wine off and like looking down and like just on their own for a moment, like straightening their hair, getting ready to continue on with what they're doing. When Lee gets you out of earshot, you hear like she kind of leans forward and whispers in your ear, "Don't worry, they're already half drunk. They're not going to remember this by tomorrow. I'll wipe this off your record.
Thanks.
Just take a deep breath. Don't come out here drunk again.
No problem. No problem.
Also, my number is..."
Yes.
All right, I'll call you. Yeah.
Because I think maybe we should talk about this a little
I
bit
think
more.
we should,
And I want to
yeah.
be able to check in with you later.
Yeah. That'd be
All right.
All
Yeah,
right.
so she's like giving you the eye.
All
and-
right. Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It's the ears.
Right?
Yeah. probably. Or dead ass.
Why not both?
Hey!
¿Por qué no los dos?
Hey!
Or all of the abs.
All of the apps.
Yep. All of it.
All 52 of them.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So,
One for every week of the year.
and as we see...
An erogenous zone advent calendar.
An advent.
An
calendar.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
That was it.
Merry Christmas,
Thank you,
everybody.
Cool.
All right. So,
We need to make that.
moving things along a little bit.
Internet, don't
Just
steal that.
aware of our time here. It's almost 10. Varma is delayed long enough for all three of you to jam into a closet that's built for one.
Yeah.
And you quietly shut yourselves in there. Maybe the door's not even all the way closed. But we also now know that Varma's a little sauced.
Yeah.
And
They can also like spider up the wall a little.
Yeah.
so Varma makes their way into the lab and still has these like 2 vials. Just sets them down on the desk. They roll precariously close to the edge, but Varma's a little precarious themselves. So, whatever. They're the boss. They can do whatever they want. But as you three find an opening to come out, you're able to come back down the hallway. The 4 of you meet, heading back down the stairs. Bones is on the headset like, holy shit, that was close, but what's behind that wall?
Do we wanna?
I feel like that's a later S problem.
Yeah.
But what if it's a big deal?
It does look like it's a big deal.
You know what else is a big deal?
The money.
Yeah.
All right. Right.
We're gonna
fight,
have to come back to blow it up anyway.
What if it's not there later?
What are they gonna take it away?
I don't know.
You don't get rid of secret rooms.
You just make more.
You know, yeah, I gotta go with Echo and Gremlin on this one.
Hold on. You're being offered a secret, which is as good as...
Oh God!
Oh.
So, charisma, what did we say? Charisma, willpower?
Charisma,
Yeah.
charisma and willpower.
And you do need 3 hits.
I need 3 hits. Ugh.
That
And
is
it's
not
not
3
3
hits.
Not 3 hits.
To avoid pursuing a vice or indulgence, and I think this kind of secret is certainly an indulgence. So,
Ooh, those eyes get wider.
yeah, you know you could get in and out of there.
You guys go.
We're not leaving you.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Did you dose again?
No, there's no dosing. There's nothing. I don't. No, I'm good. I'm straight. I'm good.
You know, that's
You
precisely what
go.
somebody not good would say.
Yeah, but those guys are liars. I'm
No,
telling the truth.
for the record, all 3 of you are staring at him, having this conversation, seeing his hands, everything,
Yeah.
and you watch his pupils go, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm totally good. Trust me. Like, it's great. It's great. It's a whole thing. I got a friend. We're good.
I think the
I gotta
wall
get out of
and
jail.
whatever's going on with you are all later us problems. We should go.
I gotta get a jail free card. I'm good.
I don't think you have a get out of jail free card for that wall.
I think I do. It's a pretty good one. It's a pretty high up get out of jail free card.
But, I mean, we could look. I mean,
Yeah.
No, you guys should go. You guys should go. You're right. You should go. I got Bones. Bones is in the ear.
Once you get me in there, I can ride your goggles.
Yeah. See? Bones can ride my goggles.
We can't leave him behind.
Here's the file. You've got the data. You've got the sample. I'm just gonna, 10 minutes. I'll be 10 minutes behind you.
5 minutes. We can do it in 5.
We can do it in 5.
No. This is so much no.
I mean, do I...
So,
give us the slip.
yeah, I mean, that's our options here are like you force Ashen to leave with you, or if we want to make a negotiation roll. I think...
Let's see what I mean, I could stun bolt him.
Yeah, I'm kind of almost wondering if we want to just knock his ass out.
You're welcome to try.
It would be difficult.
Yeah. I mean,
Also, we didn't have to drag him.
That is very
Yeah.
true.
I'm willing to try a negotiate roll.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else is better at negotiation, but
I am not. It is
I
not a
don't
thing
have
I do.
it.
I have it. I'm willing to at least try a
Okay.
negotiation
Yeah.
roll.
All right.
I'm willing to be negotiated with.
So you're going to go negotiate charisma, and you're
Okay.
going to go negotiate willpower.
Got it.
Because it's turned this time, where you're trying to...
I mean, I'm willing to try to help. I have charisma. I don't have negotiate.
I think it's not going to help, only because Ashen may end up
2
feeling ganged up
successes.
on.
That's fair.
So negotiation plus willpower.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So,
No successes.
the argument
The
against
argument
is...
it's
There's a lot of secrets here. There's a lot that we want to find out, and there's a lot we're going to do. But you know what we got to do first is get paid.
okay. I do like getting paid.
And you want to be a Shadowrunner.
I know.
With more money, we can get better equipment, and then we'll come back in
Fine.
and destroy it all.
Fine.
Yes.
We're not going in?
We're going to get a
We're
bunch
not
of equipment
going
and then
in.
destroy it?
No, destroy this.
Oh, it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going in, but Bones, keep an eye on that area.
Hell yeah.
Keep a record of everyone who goes in and out.
Okay.
I hate to
Alright.
say it, but our troll friends are going to
We
wake
gotta
up
go.
any minute now.
We gotta
Yeah,
go.
we gotta go.
We're going. I'm going. See, I'm going. You win. Smile. It's fine.
And she does, and it's
Yeah,
just
actually, you
fangs.
know what? I take it back. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
you do you.
Don't smile. Yeah.
All right.
You won.
All right. So, the four of you scuttle out of the building. You have this pretty well set up, sewn up. You've got Bones riding Overwatch. You're able to get out, no problem. We are traveling back down the tunnel. Adam, what's your next question?
I shared a deep desire with Gremlin. What made me trust them? I shared a desire that I wanted an excuse to stay here. I want to stay close to Grandma, and I need to learn what she can teach me about who I really should be. And the best way to do that is to have some income and some prospects while I'm here. And I really want to be a Shadowrunner because it sounds really cool.
Well, and I think Gremlin probably responds to that, seeing the potential there, and especially because she's kind of working towards that goal, sees the assets of having not only a medic, but also somebody that's fluent in English.
Yeah. And, maybe we had that while I was like giving you your healing, keeping the scar going.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Awesome. Well, good. Is everyone okay if we just go a few minutes over?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah? Okay. I know. I got work tomorrow, too, so it won't go super long. But, all right. As we're making our way down the hall, or out down the corridor, we know we pretty much need to go straight from here to Hutch. Right? Like, you don't want to be holding on to this shit.
Yeah.
Fuck
No.
no.
So, you have that emergency, like that one-time call. Right? Who wants to call?
I'll call.
Okay.
Make the call. We got the stuff.
Yeah, it's like one ring worth of time, and Hutch is on the line. Right. So that's, okay. Ash, wasn't it?
Ashen.
My bad. What do you got for me?
We got a sample, pretty clean sample, and we got a big data dump of everything we could get from their core files.
Okay, and you kind of have a visual of her in your thing, like she's live feeding her, what do you call it? The video chat, right?
Yep.
And you see her kind of look away, and she's obviously looking something up. She says, "Well, I'm not seeing any news of Rise Corp emergencies."
Yep. Nope.
So it sounds like you did it without being noticed.
We got in pretty quick, pretty easy. Anyone who saw us, no one's going to believe they saw us.
Okay. How soon can you get to the club?
20 minutes? However long it took last time.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we'll hop in my car.
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you soon.
All right.
And, yeah, you head out, make it to the SUV,
Yeah.
and head into town.
Yeah.
Adam, what's your third question?
It's obvious that Blank is dealing with something serious and you can relate.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ashen has there's some
No
control
problems.
issues.
There's no issue
some
whatsoever.
maybe some addiction
Nope.
going on there. There's some impulse control.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Everything is totally fine over here.
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you can relate?
I can relate. Because I spent a lot of time and I had with a AR addiction or VR addiction.
Good to know.
All right.
Yeah.
So I think you probably haven't revealed that yet, but
Yeah.
that's your motivation to
Yeah.
connect with Ashen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So make sure you
get
jot
it.
those down.
Yes.
Those are real good. All right. So as you're driving, your like hands are still a little sore from that climbing claws thing, and as you're driving, like something drops onto like the steering column. Right? It's like clink, 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 and then onto the floor, and you're like, what the fuck? And you see like your forefinger, the housing that your finger blades were in is out, and your finger's a little bloody, but the tip is this fairly long black claw.
Huh.
It's pretty easy to hide if you want to hide it, unless you want to go like, the fuck? Just, like show everyone in the car.
She probably would, like, nudge Echo.
Okay.
Weirdness happening.
Oh, that is strange. Can I use like a... What do I have? Sense magic or something?
A sensing?
A sensing?
Yep.
On it?
Yeah, I would have thought it was just a janky implant job, but
A sensing
Yeah,
plus
it's
what?
you can tell.
but
like,
something, but no.
it was pushed out.
Yeah. Plus a sensing and what?
Magic.
Magic. Okay.
Oh, but I'm going to have you do -2 to that total, because this is weird fucking shit.
My favorite kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
No.
3 successes.
Okay. So, there's usually only a couple reasons a body would not only reject cyberware, but eject cyberware. And those are cases where people have gained the regenerative ability that's common to some creatures. It's not real clear like how or why that would happen, but that's the only experience you've heard of.
Okay.
And what you're looking at is like her finger is bloody, but it's old blood at this point, right? Like it is ejected the thing that was implanted in her fingertip and is now healed.
Well, it doesn't look like an injury. You seem to have gained some sort of regenerative power.
Yeah, it's Sam's nail, but thicker.
That looks kind of useful.
I don't hate it,
Does
but
it hurt? Does it hurt?
not really. It hurt earlier, but it's not really bugging me now.
Two more pop off. These. Right middle, right ring.
I mean, it does seem to be transformation season. Maybe we're both molting.
Is that what that was that you've got going on?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I think I'm a spider shaman.
that's neat.
That's great. That's a good review. That's like in the drive to Dante's,
Yes.
right? Yeah. Awesome. All right. This is so great. All right. Well, I think that's a good place to game down. I think I'm a spider shaman. It's like I think I'm an angel, but like I don't know. What is the song? It's something like an angel.
We're alone now.
Oh yeah, I think we're alone now. Is exactly what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
But
Think I'm a shaman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, thank you everybody for joining us. This is Shadowrun, I don't know, episode 3?
4.
Is what I said. That's
Yeah.
4. That's what I said.
Yeah.
And this is our new permanent cast. So we will pick up next time with a little bit of a shopping episode because y'all just got paid.
Yeah.
That's right.
We'll have that scene, have a little bit of fun in between times. Maybe do a little pre-shopping. Come in with a shopping list. You know, your Amazon wish list
Oh, yeah.
of what you want, and because Hutch not only is a fixer and is paying you, Hutch is specifically a gun runner, and so weapons, ammo, that type of thing. She has a lot of access to. Cyberware, we might have to go shopping on a little different market, but Hutch could also put you in touch with the right person. And we're also going to start tracking contacts. Shadowrun has a couple cool things about how to do that. So Hutch will be your first real Shadowrun contact.
That's awesome.
And then we'll start logging that for real in the future.
Yay.
Sweet shock loves.
Yeah. Yeah, and also the limiter when we were creating characters of that, availability 6, that's off. The training wheels are off. If you can get someone to sell it to you, you can buy it. Sometimes they mark up the price, so what's in the book is not necessarily what you're going to pay. But you also have somebody who's not too bad at negotiating a deal.
That's right. Not bad at all.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
So, thank you again. My name's Jason.
My name's Jay.
I'm Sam.
I'm Adam.
I'm Mac.
And this is Shadowrun, the Greenwood Collective. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
If I told you the things I've seen on my ways, if I told you the things I've done